board on?
Yep.
Okay, this is going to be we're going to film through, eventually it'll take a while, but we're going to film through all of the, what I would call the East High Wrestling curriculum. This is the majority, not all, but the majority of the techniques that we use at East High, that we drill at East High and work on. And this tape will go along with the outline I have here, which says Lincoln East Wrestling Spartan Techniques. So we will follow that outline, and I may make some changes on the outline, but I'll change it before I send it out. But you'll be able to look at the outline and find the spots in the tape that you want as far as different techniques as it goes along with the outline and following the outline. So the outline, the tape will follow the outline. So we're going to start off with what I call the trail leg high crotch series. We call it the trail leg high crotch because we want the trail leg to hit our trail leg, which is our leg that is behind in our staggered stance, our trail leg, our trail foot to hit at the same time as our lead knee. Okay, and I'll have Keenan and Jake Froshiser demonstrate that for a few times before we go into the specific techniques, okay? So we'll get started here with the East High Wrestling curriculum. First of all, I'm going to have Keenan demonstrate our basic trail leg high crotch penetration, which is where his trail leg, which Keenan's a left leg lead, so his right leg, his right foot should hit at the same time as his left knee. Go ahead, Keenan. Hit it, boom, and then he turns direction, turns at 90 degrees. We'll have Jake go here. Jake's a right leg lead. See, if you watch, Jake's left foot hits at the same time as his right knee. Keenan, okay. There's also, if you watch Jake, he changes his level first. He changes his level, then he hits his knee and his foot comes up same time. Okay, now the reason that we want the trail leg to hit coming up at the same time, and we don't step with the lead foot, we just drive to the knee and bring the trail leg up so we don't get caught with our leg back. And Keenan turns to the corner and goes. If Jake doesn't bring his trail leg up, if he steps, do it wrong, Jake, step with your right leg and then bring your trail leg up slow and kind of drag it. He does that, there's a lot more chance for the guy to sprawl and create an angle and turn the corner on him. So Jake wants to get it up there as fast as he can. So watch Keenan again. He wants to hit the knee, turn the corner, just like that, okay? So it's key that you do not take a step. Once you change levels, you got to be close to the man to start off. He doesn't take a lead step. There's no penetration step. We call it trail leg because the first step is with the trail leg. All he does with the lead knee is drive to the knee, and then the trail leg comes up. And then he changes corners, okay? Jake, here we go. Okay, now, we have a couple variations on this too. One we picked up from Brad Alderman, an All-American from University of Wyoming, and he does, when he penetrates in, he drives his hips in hard, boom, he gets in here, then he windshield wipers his foot, and then takes off at an angle, boom. Okay, do that again, Keenan. So he comes in, he drives in, drives his hips in, windshield wipers his foot, and drives, takes off. Okay, Jake, you want to try that? So he penetrates all the way, he has to penetrate all the way to his laces, and then windshield wiper and drive. If you just penetrate, watch Keenan, if he just penetrates to his toe, he can't do the, turn sideways for me, Keenan, here first. If he just penetrates to his toe, he can't do the windshield wiper because his toe sticks in. So he has to drive his hips all the way under and all the way to his laces. Now that allows him to windshield wiper and turn, okay? Now let's have you do just the regular one, Keenan, or Jake, right from here. Just the normal one we've been doing going this way so they can see it from an angle. Or go that way, yeah, either way. Yeah, go that way, Jake, okay? See, boom, and turning. Okay, Jake, go the other way. Yeah, Keenan, do it with the left leg lead. Okay, right here. Boom, and go the other way. Okay, now do the Alderman, Keenan. Both ways, sideways. Penetrates in all the way to his lace, windshield wipers, and runs. And go the other way with the Alderman penetration. The Alderman really emphasizes driving the hips in, banging in, and hitting him. Good, right there, boom. Okay, we'll come back to that when we get to finishes. On your outline, this is under takedowns under Roman numeral 1, trail leg high crotch, capital A, elbow pull. This is one of our favorite setups. Jake was excellent at this in high school, and there's other moves like the breeze that kind of come off of this elbow pull motion. So let's have Jake go. He's going to do the elbow pull. Keenan's going to tie up. It's when Keenan is tied up. If Jake's a right leg lead, it's when Keenan's tied up either on the shoulder or on the neck with his right arm and has a right leg lead is when this works the best. So Jake is going to pull hard on the elbow. Go ahead, penetrate in, boom, and change off. Good. Okay. Let's have you do it, Keenan. Elbow pull, high crotch. Good. And they're doing a change off to a double. Now, let's have Jake do it the other way, facing the other way, Jake, so you can really see the elbow pull. I'm gonna just zoom in right here. Right here, if you watch Jake's left arm, this is what we call the elbow pull. He pulls it, puts it right in his back pocket. Good. He puts the left elbow, or he puts the elbow that he's pulling in his back pocket. So Keenan, you switch sides too, Keenan, so that your left side, yeah. Keenan's left leg, watch you pull, boom, do it. Okay, come back again, Keenan. I want to zoom in on your elbow here. Keenan will do it again. I'll be zoomed in on his elbow. Watch, he pulls it to he changes his level, then he pulls it to his back pocket. His foot comes up at the same time, he changes directions and drives and cuts at the knee. Okay, if you don't change your level, watch Jake here. If you don't change your level here, it's really hard to do the elbow pull. When Jake changes his level, that's what allows him to do the elbow pull. Boom, right there. Okay. He needs because he's doing it in two parts, he's not bringing his trail leg up as quick as he would if he was doing it all in one motion. Now they're also cutting at the knee. Okay, that's the elbow pull, trail leg, high crotch. Okay, we'll just drill just the elbow pull. We'll just have them elbow pull and bang in and not finish. They'll bring their trail leg up. You watch Keenan. They'll bring his trail leg up. Boom, just that far. Really work on pulling the elbow, pulling it down to your back pocket right there. That's good. Jake, do a couple. Right here, just boom, boom. See? You just work on just the elbow pull and exploding in right there. Good. Okay, this is Roman numeral 1 again, capital B. This is the underhook setup to the trail leg high crotch. Underhook setup. Now, if you are a right leg lead like Jake, he'll underhook with his left arm, his opposite arm. His left arm, because he's going to high crotch Keenan's right leg. So again, he'll change his level just as he's done. His penetration's the same. And he'll pull the underhook over the top of his back and change off and run through. Okay. Keenan, go. This is called the underhook trail leg high crotch. Okay, a couple of key things. Jake switched around, so you're going the other way this time. So if you watch Jake and his underhook, all right, I take that back, the other way. I guess I was wrong, you were right. Okay, Jake's head, if you look at Jake's head position, Jake has head position on Keenan. His head is to the inside. He actually would kind of want the top of his head kind of in Keenan's temple. He's got a high elbow, so he's elevating Keenan's elbow up, and he's got a hole there to go right through. So it changes level and shoot through, boom, and change off. Good. Okay, Keenan, do it again. Okay, Keenan will do the same move. He's got an underhook, changes his level, pops the head through, boom, changes off and runs. Excellent. Okay, that's the elbow pull, trail leg, high crotch. Hey, this is a fish hook and a post setup. Can you show him the fish hook? The fish hook, he's cupping the arm. I'll zoom in on that. This is the fish hook. He actually should be kind of high up in the tricep, really high, almost over the shoulder. And with the other hand, he's got a post. So he's kind of pushing and pulling. Now the problem with the fish hook and the post is sometimes your arms get caught, like in a fireman's position, or they underhook you. So you got to kind of keep your elbow, drive your elbow through, and then pull your arm down so you don't get your arm hooked or caught when you do this. Okay, go ahead, Keenan, change your level. Boom, fish hook and a post, change off, go ahead, boom. Okay. Okay, Jake, do it. Fish hook and a post. Okay, both you guys do it so you're coming at me so they can see kind of how you're driving through, coming at me, so that when you're doing the move, you'll end up facing me. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Okay, watch Jake on the fish hook and a post high crotch. Okay, good. Let's just look at the fish hook position again, real quick. Get on, switch sides again so the fish hook's on this side. See the fish hook. Okay, right here. Okay, now switch sides. I want to see the post. This is the post. Okay, right here. And what you got to be careful of here is if Keenan just go in and then hook his arm, Jake. If Keenan shoots in and gets his arm hooked right here, he can get in trouble. So what he does, he keeps his elbow in tight and just kind of shoots his elbow through. Yeah, come to, let's change sides and do it on this side, Keenan. So watch Keenan's elbow. He keeps his elbow in so when he goes, boom, see? he doesn't get his arm caught in there, he can change off. Hit it right there, okay? That's fish hook in the post, trail leg, high crotch, okay? What we're going to do now is what we call fish hook in a post, but with a rethread. When Jake rethreads, oftentimes when Keenan has the fish hook, Jake will rethread. That gives Keenan his elbow pull. He can change off. Okay, watch Jake do it again here. Jake has a fish hook and a post on Keenan. So your fish hook's on this side, Jake. Yeah. You look right here, he's got a fish hook. When Keenan rethreads, that gives Jake the elbow pull, what he wants, boom. Okay. One more time each guy. Fish hook in a post, when they rethread, you pull the elbow. When you feel them rethread, you pull the elbow. Good. Jake, do it one more time. Because guys will battle for the inside. They'll want the inside, so they'll battle for it. Sometimes it's really good defense is to have both thumbs posted inside. So if Keenan has got both thumbs controlling Jake inside Jake's arm, he can that really gives him good defense. But it's hard to get an elbow pull. But if you can see, move a little bit to the angle so they can see your thumbs, Keenan. And here, so you see his thumbs are blocking him off. That way if Jake shoots, Keenan's thumbs help him really block him off, okay? Now, but if Keenan has that thumb control, putting his thumbs right in his armpits, Keenan's blocking with his thumbs, that really gives him good defense. Now, if Jake rethreads, that gives Keenan his pull. Right there, boom. Okay, excellent. Okay, Jake, do it. Jake can have both thumbs blocking. Jake has that broken thumb, so we don't want to do too hard, but he's got both thumbs. When Keenan rethreads, Jake feels his elbow pull, pulls off, changes. And you can almost force him to rethread. Watch Keenan by pushing hard with that thumb. And you can drive him around. He feels like he has to rethread because it's his only, otherwise you're going to run him all over the mat. So he'll rethread. Let's just do the rethread real close so I can see. I'm going to close in on the rethread. Okay, right here. As Jake rethreads, Keenan goes to the elbow and pulls it right there. Good, okay. Excellent. Okay, now we're on Roman numeral 1, capital F. This is breaking off the thumb. Let's say your partner is blocking you off with the thumbs. If you look at Keenan, Keenan is blocking Jake with his thumbs here. So if they're blocking you with their thumbs, it's really hard to do elbow pulls. I learned this from John Smith. Showed this. If you want to get through and they're blocking with their thumbs, Jake leans his head to the opposite side. He pulls, and then he pulls and rotates. That breaks off Keenan's thumb. By leaning his head away and then pulling the head, he breaks off the thumb, and then he has the shot. Okay, let's do it again, Jake. Watch it. Watch as he's in there. He leans away. Okay, and then if you look, he breaks off the thumb there. Do it facing that way. I'm going to be behind you. Here, like this. Okay, Keenan's thumbs are in there. Jake is going to lean away. See how he broke Keenan's thumb off there? Watch him do it again. Lean away, break the thumb off. There, that takes away Keenan's block. Then he can finish the trail leg high crotch. Okay, that's when he's blocking you with both thumbs. Lean away, break off the thumb by rolling it in and pulling it over, and then you have your elbow pull, trail leg high crotch. So break the thumb off, trail leg high crotch, okay? See you do it one more time, Jake. Boom, right there. Good, excellent. Okay, this is the 2-on-1 pass setup to the high crotch, trail leg high crotch. This be Roman numeral or capital G under Roman numeral 1 under takedowns. 2-on-1 pass to a high crotch, a Russian 2-on-1 pass to a high crotch. So Keenan's going to reach up, inside arm, pull it past and jerk it past him, and change his level and penetrate in. Okay, on this one you might actually step a little bit too. On this one there might be a little bit of a penetration step because it's a little farther away. Okay, 2-on-1 pass, trail leg high crotch. Okay, both guys do it coming to me. Have you done it yet, Jake?
What's that?
Have you done it yet? Do it, but yeah, you do it going away and then you both do it coming in. Okay, it doesn't matter. Go. Right there, that's it. Good. Okay. Got to change your level. You sometimes got to jerk back, sort of. You jerk back and pull out of it. If you watch Keenan, Jake will jerk back a little bit to free it. Boom, comes in, changes off, cutting at the knee. Okay, that's the 2-on-1 pass to the trail leg high crotch. Okay, this is what we call the cut to a double finish from the high crotch. This is where we're going to be after we do our elbow. After we do our elbow pull. I would highly recommend drilling this position first when you do work on the high crotch. Do this drill this before you drill any of the rest of the high crotch. Just work on the finishing position and then go back to your elbow pull and your different setups. Okay, from here, this is trail leg high crotch. Keenan has already brought his trail leg up. He's already brought his trail leg up. He's going to drive off his right leg. He's going to run at 90 degrees. He's going to cut right at Jake's knee. Right there, boom. Okay, let's have Jake do it. We're going to have Jake do it from the opposite direction. So Jake is in. His trail leg is already up. So he's penetrated. His trail leg is up. You'll watch his right hand will cut at Keenan's left knee. He's going to cut right at the knee and drive, and he will run right through Keenan and take a lot of steps. Go. Okay. An excellent point that Jake has made to me before is that you want to run inside of his legs. So if you can kind of slowly show Jake, when he turns and runs, his feet are actually running inside of Keenan's feet. You see he's not blocking at the waist, he is blocking at the knee. Let's have Keenan do that. Keenan is in. He's going to turn, drive, and run inside of Jake's feet. Boom. Okay. Okay, one point to remember. Keenan does not want to change off before he has shifted Jake's weight to his leg. Let's say, do it wrong, Keenan. If Jake has a lot of his weight on his left leg and Keenan tries to shift off, Jake will be able to rotate his hips and go ahead and counter, okay? What Keenan wants to do is stay with 2 arms on one leg until he has shifted Jake's weight to his far foot. Now he can change off and Jake really can't do anything, okay? So do not change off until you have shifted their weight to the opposite leg, to the leg you're cutting at the knee. Let's have them do a couple of fast ones each. Go ahead and just explode through it. Okay, go ahead, Jake. Just go ahead and get down there. Just start with the finish. Let's go with the finish. You're down on the finish. Yeah, you're on the finish. Go hard, a couple of them. Go. Okay, Keenan, do it. Okay, Keenan, go. Okay, good. Now I'm going to have them do the elbow pull with the finish, change off finish right from here. Go ahead, Keenan, go. Boom, this elbow pull, change off to a cut to double. Let's have Jake do it. Here, okay, ready, go. Good. Okay, this is the same move from a different angle. Boom, cut. The idea, I mean, you want to tackle him. This becomes a tackle. This is a football tackle. Okay, Jake, hit it one more time going this way here. This becomes a football tackle. Okay, excellent. Okay, go ahead and get down. Go ahead and get down in the position. Our other finish from in here is when we keep 2 arms on one leg and finish with 2 arms on one leg and explode and pop our hips into them. This will be Roman numeral I, or excuse me, capital letter I on your outline. Capital letter I is where we keep 2 arms on one leg on the trail leg high crotch. Go ahead, Keenan. Right there. Do it, Jake. Okay, he's in. Trail leg comes up, pops his hips, boom, and shifts throws his head forward, throws Keenan forward, sort of pitches him forward. One more time, Keenan. And Jake. Okay, now we'll have him do the move with the elbow pull, high crotch. Hang on a second. Okay, go ahead. Right there. This is the way McCurdy teaches it. He teaches not changing off until you've thrown the man to the mat. Okay, because he feels like you risk losing it if you change off too soon. See Jake's hips coming in. Jake, do that one coming at me. Same thing, coming at me this time. Okay. Good. Okay, that's the maintaining 2 on 1 leg finish for the trail leg high crotch. Okay, the next thing on your outline would be capital letter J under Roman numeral 1, trail leg high crotch. This is cutting the man down. So if Jake gets caught in on his high crotch, and gets stopped, say Keenan starts to sprawl a little bit, one of the things Jake can do is cut him down to the inside. Okay, let's move this way, circle this way. When Jake cuts him down, what he wants to be, the most important thing is to have his shoulder deep inside. If Keenan can get Jake's shoulder out, if Jake's shoulder comes out, pull your shoulder out, then Keenan can get around. So it's super important to keep your shoulder deep inside of his crotch here when you cut him down. Okay. Okay, come back up.
Now, when Jake cuts him down, look at his both arms collapse. He collapses him down and cuts him down to the inside. Now from here, the first and easiest finish is just walk over his legs. Walk over both legs, kind of limp arm out. Okay, do that one too, Keenan. So he cuts him down. He's in this position. High crotch cannot change off. Cuts him down, just runs over the legs. And boom, kind of limps out. Just running over the legs. That's the easiest one, simplest one, and it happens a lot of times. Against the tougher wrestlers, they won't let you come across your legs, but you can do that against a lot of guys. So they get, let's just have you do it from a high crotch, cut him down. Go ahead, high crotch, he kind of reacts, cut him down. Boom, right here, go down on the ankles, run across, boom. Right there, okay? Now, that's number 1. On the same series, this is number 2. Okay, number 2, Jake, or Keenan, I don't care, Keenan, go ahead. Keenan hits the high crotch. He cuts him down. He cuts him down. Now, Keenan is going to high leg over. Go ahead and high leg over. And this is when Jake doesn't have that arm around his waist. He's going to reach for Jake's head and then bring his leg back over. He's got an inside cradle. Okay. Right now we're on Roman numeral 1, capital J, number 1. This is the cut down finish. So Keenan cuts him down. Okay, then this is the high leg over finish where Jake's not wrapped around his waist. Maybe he's inside of around his head or something like that. And so Keenan high legs over, catches the head, comes back over, and gets the inside cradle, or the cross cradle we call it, the cross cradle, okay? That's an excellent move. Jake, do it once. He cuts him down, boom. He high legs over, takes the head, comes back over, pops the head out, has the cradle. We've had a lot of success with that move. Okay, the third finish from the cut down. This is number 3 off of the cut down finish. Keenan cuts him down, and we do what we call the Russian Granby. Keenan is going to trap Jake's wrist right here, and he's going to do a head shrug. Later on, you'll see this head shrug on the bottom moves, but he will go on the top of his head and walk over the top, and he just lets his head slide out inside Jake's head. Inside Jake, keeps the wrist. You see how he has the wrist tight? Keeps the wrist, keeps his head across. Now he has the inside of Jake's knee also. If Jake turns away, Jake can't turn away. If Jake turns in, he can't really turn in either. And Keenan could go to a cradle. Okay, one more time, Keenan. He's in there. This is what we call the Russian Granby. He's gonna, he got him here. He's gonna take the wrist. He's just gonna walk over his head, do a little shrug, but he has to release a little gap to let his head pop through and keep it as tight as possible, but yet still let his head pop through. What some guys do is they don't let their head pop through. Now, Keenan keeps his head tight. Keep your head tight to his back there, or his chest, Keenan, right there. If Jake turns away, he's got wrist control on him there. He turns in, he's got him there. That's the Russian Granby off the cut down finish. Okay, the fourth finish when you cut him down, the fourth finish when Keenan cuts Jake down, is to hook the inside leg with your own leg. Your object is you want to change off to a double. So Keenan hooks the inside leg with his leg and just starts elevating it up. Jake is trying to block Keenan from changing off. If Keenan lifts it high enough, Jake becomes worried about his own back. Keenan's going to be able to change off, okay, to a double. Okay, let's have Jake do that one. Cut down. He's going to hook the leg. He's going to keep elevating it until he can change off. His right arm comes through. Okay, do it, Jake, so that we can see your right arm come through over here. Okay, Jake hooks his leg. Elevate, elevate, elevate. Oh, you didn't do it somewhere. You switched to the same side. Okay, just quickly switch into space so that you're, yeah, right here. Get in there now on it. Yep. He hooks the leg, elevates it, elevate, 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 and when he gets, see, when Keenan's kind of exposed, Jake's arm can come through. Once he gets his arm through, he's got his 2. Okay, that's off the cut down finish. This cut down finish is when you can't change off or lift him with 2-on-1, can't change off to a double. You cut him down and finish with any one of these finishes. Okay, this last one, number 5, is very similar to the one we just did. He cuts him down, but he can't hook the leg, so he just elevates with his own arm. He elevates with his own arm and does the same thing until Jake fears, and then he can change off to a double. Okay, do it so I can see that, Keenan, in here. A little better angle. So Keenan is inside on him. Here, he can't hook the leg. Say he's caught outside the leg and Jake won't let him hook it. So Keenan's just going to elevate it, elevate it, elevate it, elevate it until he can change off. Boom. Right there, okay? Just elevate it, just bring the back of your hand up, the palm up, and elevate his leg and just walk it up and drive into him until he breaks, and then you can cut across with your arm, change off to a double. Okay, that's the fifth finish to the cut down. It's the fifth variation to the cut down finish. And the cut down finish is when you're not able to drive and change off, or you're not able to lift 2-on-1s, pop them up with your hips. Okay, this move is called the breeze. Okay, the breeze, and we'll start with Jake doing the breeze. Go ahead. This is just an elbow pull move. We put it right with this series because it's got to use that very same elbow pull setup. Go ahead, Jake. Hit it a couple times. Okay. Do it. Go in the other direction, Jake. Yeah, right here. Okay. You have to get the man pressuring into you. You have to pull the elbow. You have to make the man land on his face. Keenan, do it a couple times. Okay. Going the other way. Okay. That's the breeze. Now, when we drill this, we have him start with their hand down. So if Jake does it, when we does it first, we'll have him put his hand on the mat and start from here, and he can go from here. But he really wants to pull that elbow, and he wants to keep his abdominal muscles flexed. He doesn't want to lay back on the mat. Okay, do it again from that position down there. Start him down here. Yeah, see how Jake's sitting through? Get the position down, then he's going to quickly turn and follow Keenan, chase his ankles. Keenan, do it from the position with your hand on the mat. So have him learn it here before you have him drop. Okay. Then when you have them drop, on the breeze, go ahead and do the whole move now once or twice. Boom. They hit that sitting position, but they're flexed. They're not leaning back. Hit Jake one more time. They're not leaning back. They're not falling back. Boom. They want to make the other man fall forward. That's the breeze. On your outline, the breeze, which we just did, the breeze was capital I on your outline. The breeze was capital I. Now we're going to do what's called the Fatsayev duck. This is an excellent move when the person has the opposite lead leg you do. So if you have a left leg lead leg and they have a right leg lead leg, this is an excellent move. Okay, what we're going to do is get fish hook control. Who's going to go here? Okay, Keenan's going to go. So what he does a knee drop with his inside knee. Knee drops inside of Jake's knee. His head goes to the far side. He pulls Jake's elbow over the top. And from right here, when Jake sprawls, Keenan's just going to cut down with his knee. Okay, this is called the Fatsayev duck. Okay, do it facing the other way, Keenan. Facing the other way. Okay, so now Keenan's left foot knee is going to go inside Jake's right knee. He ducks the far side. Okay, now, with Keenan's left elbow, he's going to twist his elbow in. If I'm on a, you see, watch Keenan's elbow. See how his elbow twists down? Yes, as he does that, does that as Jake sprawls. If he does that, when Jake sprawls, he ends up falling right down to his butt, okay? Let's have Jake do it. Fatsayev duck, he's going to duck the far side, but his knee just drives inside. He brings his trail leg up. Got to bring that trail leg up quick, keep the back flat. When Keenan sprawls, he just twists the knee and drops him right down to his butt. Go ahead and do it facing the other way, Jake. This is called the Fatsayev duck after Arsen Fatsayev. Boom, right there. Okay, what it does, it kills their sprawl. They have no sprawl. Do about 2 more each. It takes away their sprawl. When you twist that leg in, their sprawl, they just fall to their butt. It's very similar when we go to finishing the single leg and we do the cutback double. It's the same technique for the finish. Right there. Okay, one more time, Jake. Fatsayev duck. Here, boom. Ducking the far side, twisting the knee in, twisting the knee in. Your knee drives right inside of their leg. It's an excellent move when your lead leg is the opposite of his, so your lead legs are actually on the same side. Right there. Very good. Okay, that Fatsayev duck on your outline, that's Roman numeral 1, capital letter L, the Fatsayev duck. That's the end of the trail leg high crotch series. The Fatsayev duck and the breeze, I just kind of stuck them in there. They're really not exactly with that series, but they kind of work well as far as it's a good place for me to put them in. The breeze and the Fatsayev duck. Now we're going to move to the knee dip high crotch. Now we're on the knee dip high crotch, which is has many of the same finishes, all the finishes virtually, as the trail leg high crotch. The difference is, this is when your opponent has a lead leg, gives you a different lead leg. So if Keenan's a left leg lead and Jake has a right leg lead, this is a very effective move. So we'll do the elbow pull finish, set up the first. This is the same as our elbow pull setup. But this is when Jake is tied up with his right arm and has a right leg lead when Keenan's a left leg lead, okay? So Keenan is just going to squat and rotate, and he doesn't have to step at all, and knee slide in or knee dip in, and he changes off to his double just the same as he did on his trail leg high crotch. Have Jake go. This is Roman numeral 2 for knee dip high crotch series, and this is capital A, the elbow pull setup. So watch Jake here. He's going to pull the elbow and rotate. Boom. There's really no stepping. It's all rotation. You're very close to him because your lead toe is right up next to his toe. So all you got to do is rotate and then change off and drive. Okay, that was Roman numeral 2, capital A. Roman numeral capital B will be the underhook setup, okay? So this is very effective underhook. A lot of times when you underhook, you're foot to foot with them here. What Keenan's got to do is squat, and then he's going to poke his head through the hole and change off, boom, run. Okay, let's have Jake do the underhook. The underhook setup to the knee dip high crotch, boom. Okay, again, this is when his lead leg is right up to your lead leg. You have a right leg lead, he has a left leg lead, or your left leg lead and he's right leg lead. Right here, but notice, Jake has head position. It's extremely important here. Jake's forehead is in Keenan's temple right there. He's got a high elbow, he's jacking it up, he's got a big hole. Okay, turn and face turn so you can see your other side, Jake. Right here, see he's got this up, his head position. Now Jake squats and rotates his head right through that hole. Boom, right there, then he can change off. Okay, we're on Roman numeral 2, capital C. This is when we have a fish hook and a post. This is when Keenan has a left leg lead, a left side fish hook, and a right side post on the shoulder. Okay, from here, he's going to do the same thing. Change his squat, rotate under, boom, right there. Okay, actually, really probably shouldn't do this move unless he rethreads. We'll do this move with a rethread. This is, like I said, this is capital C. Generally, we need him to rethread. It's pretty hard to do the knee dip high crotch unless he rethreads. So when Jake rethreads, Keenan can hit the elbow pull. Okay? So this move probably wouldn't be that effective without the rethread. So Keenan has a fish hook and a post, and when Jake rethreads, Keenan's going to be able to change his level and drive across. Okay, it also might be if Keenan has a thumb in there. He could have his thumb, same thing, with a thumb inside. Jake rethreads, he can change his level, boom, right there. Okay, Jake, do it with your fish hook to this side. Come over here so you're turning the other way so your fish hook's on this side. Okay, Jake has I guess it'd be on, yeah, the other way, I'm sorry. Jake has his fish hook on this side. Okay, so when Keenan rethreads in, Jake pulls the elbow, just rotates. It's all rotation. The hip rotation is huge. Both guys just face me and do your rotation without the step, just so you can see the hip. The hip rotation, squat and rotate the hips. That's huge. Squat and rotate the hips. One more time. Good. This is like Roman numeral 2, capital D. This is the cut cross finish is what they've been doing, but it's the same finish that you had on your trail leg high crotch. So if Jake does the elbow pull, knee dip high crotch, he's just going to cut across to a double just like he did on his trail leg high crotch and finish. Okay, so you have the same finish. Do it with your facing me, Jake. Do it facing me. Yeah. So, okay, the same thing here. It's a knee dip high crotch to a cut across the double finish. The finish is the same, just go in the opposite direction. Keenan do the same thing facing away from me, facing away from me. Okay, so Keenan's going to do the same thing. Squat, boom, drive. Okay, that's the knee dip high crotch, cut across to a double finish. That's Roman numeral 2 under takedowns, capital D. Now, the last finish, then again, the 2-on-1 lift finish, the same as we did also on the trail leg high crotch. Finish is the same. Let's go in the opposite way. Jake or Keenan hit it, whoever, go. Boom, 2-on-1 finish. Okay, so we're just doing the knee dip high crotch. This is when our lead leg and his lead leg are on the same side, or it's right leg to a left leg or left leg to a right leg. Jake's gonna knee dip, boom, 2-on-1 finish, lift his hips, change off, 2-on-1 finish, okay? One more time each guy. Okay, Jake, one more time. Okay, that finishes our high crotch series, both our trail leg high crotch and our knee dip high crotch, and really the only difference is on the trail leg high crotch, which was Roman numeral 1, that was when they are, when you have a right leg lead and they have a right leg lead, or when they have a left leg lead and you have a left leg lead. I mean, you can still do it, but it's when you're doing it to your trail leg side. You're attacking the trail leg side. You can do it otherwise by setting them up, but if you see, when Keenan does his trail leg high crotch, hop in there, Keenan, he is high crotching to his trail leg side right there. Okay, when he does come back out, when he does his knee dip high crotch, he's high crotching to his lead leg side. Boom, right there, okay? Jake did the same thing. Trail leg high crotch, he's high crotching to his trail leg side. Boom. Knee dip high crotch, he's high crotching to his lead leg side, okay? Those are the two high crotches, so those Roman numeral 1 and 2 on the outline under takedowns. Thank you very much.
All right, now this.
Okay, this is, we're going to be going over some more takedowns. We've already done the high crotch. We did the trail leg, the high crotch series, and the knee dip series. Today we're going to work on several other things. We'll start with the inside step high single series. Some of the guys are going to be showing stuff here. Jeff Rutledge from Lincoln East. I'm not sure how much we'll show him, but we also have Joe Ellenberger here from North South, Casey Roberts from Lincoln East, Ian McCurdy from Lincoln East, and Jake Brosheiser from University of Nebraska at Kearney, also from Lincoln East. But we're going to start off with, and we also have Ryan Etherton behind the camera, and he'll be out here in a little bit. We're going to start off with Keenan and Jake showing the inside step high single series. This is from Not When So Tight. When we do the high crotch, the elbow pulls, when we're in a tighter situation. This one we got control. We have what we call a fish hook and a post. Show you the fish hook and a post. Here's my post. Here's my fish hook. My fish hook's high up in the armpit. Cup in the armpit, trying to grab the hairs of the armpit, keeping my elbow in, because that helps with my defense. So I got a fish hook and a post. I'm going to kind of rotate his shoulders here. I want to rotate his shoulders. I'm going to circle. I'm going to circle away from my lead leg. Not into my lead leg, but away from my lead leg to set him up. I got a fish hook and a post. Let's have Jake show that. Fish hook and a post. Set up. You're going to circle away. His head's up, circling away. Okay? Let's have Keenan show it. Keenan's left leg lead. Fish hook and a post. Circling away from his lead leg. Right there. That's the fish hook and a post setup. So we're twisting the guy's body. Twisting his body. When we step, we're going to try to step on his toe. We're going to try to step on his toe. And this takedowns from a little farther out, so we need a penetration step. We really don't have a penetration step on the high crotch because we're in tight and we can get the guy over the top of us. We just drive to our knee. Whereas here, we're a little farther away, so we're actually going to step. Let's have Jake go. Fish hook and a post, inside step to a high single. Boom, we want to go all the way around to our feet are facing the same direction as his. Okay, do it again, Jake. Fish hook and a post. All the way around. Let's have Keenan go a couple. Fish hook and a post to high single. Boom. All the way. So try to step on Joe's, or Jake. So back up a little bit. You get too close to the camera, they won't be able to see you. Okay. Fish hook and a post. Go. Boom. Get a step. Step on his toe this time. Keenan, step on his toe. Go. Boom. There you go, right there. Jake's going to react. You need your dummy man to react. Do it again. Jake's got to kick his leg back when Keenan steps. Boom, right there. Jake do it. Keenan will step back as Jake steps for his foot right here. This excellent takedown. The advantage to this takedown is we don't want to get caught underneath. When Jake shoots, he wants to put his head right here, his face here, so he doesn't get caught underneath on the sprawl. So boom. So if Jake misses, he comes right back up, same position. Boom, he's right back up right there. If Keenan does it, he misses on Jake. Boom, he's right back up. No loss. You're not underneath the guy fighting. And so on. Okay, so that's our fish hook and a post setup. Now, just a couple of some drills that we do just to learn the motion. Okay, let's Jake will start with the leg. Keenan will pull Jake's head. So grab Jake's head like this. I'll show you here. Right here, we're going to just grab both hands on his head right here. He's going to have the leg, and Jake's just going to keep inside stepping, and Keenan will just keep circling. This is the drill, just to learn the motion. So Jake starts with the knee. Keenan kicks back. Jake, go to your knee. Go ahead and go to your knee, Jake. Right there, boom, up and go to your knee. That's it, just like that. Good, stop. Okay, Keenan, do it. This gets kind of dizzy, but it's great for learning the step, and you bring that trail leg up. Go. Good, stop. Okay. Let's have, on all your takedowns, your trail leg step is more important than your lead leg step, really. Your trail leg step is more. Let's have, stop the clock, stop the tape a second.
It's recording. Okay.
Jake, Casey, let's you do the drill. Tie his head up in there, Keenan. Okay, Casey's got the knee. Just right there. Just keep stepping. Don't even release the knee, Casey. Head up, just keep going. Just keep following him. Good. Stop. Okay. The key thing to remember, the trail leg is more important than the lead step. That's all we do on the high crotch. But almost all your takedowns, your trail leg step is more important than your lead step. You two guys, come on out here a second. Stop the tape. Okay. And these two different guys, we're going to go fish hook and post again. Jeff's going to go. Jeff's got a fish hook, must be high up in the armpit. He's got a post. He's going to step, go and try to step on his toe, hit it. We're going to go all the way around. But he wants to get his knee underneath Ryan's knee. So he's carrying his knee on top of his thigh. His knee, and he wants head pressure in, and he wants shoulder pressure down on Ryan's thigh. Do it again, Jeff. Fish hook and post, inside step. Boom, right there. Knee under, shoulder pressure on his thigh. Do it, Ryan. Fish hook and a post. Fish hook and a post. Boom. Good. Step away from him a little more, Jeff. When he steps, retreat a little bit for him. Okay, right there. Boom. Right there. When you stay up, okay, get it down. Here. When you straighten your legs out, Ryan, straighten, get it, and so that you're carrying his thigh across your knee right there. Do it again, Ryan. Fish hook and a post. Good. All the way under the pressure. Good. Okay, that's good. Okay, now, let's have Jeff. A couple of drills. One, we can have Jeff, another drill, we can have Jeff start down on one knee. Get down on one knee, Jeff. Put his head up in the target. The target is right in the armpit. That's our target. So his head's in the target, his hand is on the knee right here. Okay? From here, his trail leg is back. He has not made his trail leg step. When I blow the whistle, he is going to immediately, when I blow the whistle, Ryan's going to kick his leg back. Jeff's going to step up with his trail leg, drive in a circle, and turn the corner on him. Beat! Right there. Ryan's got to react too for it to be a good drill. Do it again. So Jeff's down. Okay, Jeff's down here. It's like he just shot to his knee, and Ryan's going to kick his leg back, and immediately Jeff's going to circle and get the angle. Got to have the angle. Go! Do it right there. Knee under. Good. Okay, now we can do the same drill. We'll have Ryan do it this time, except Ryan hasn't penetrated to his knee yet. So he's got the leg. He's going to do the same thing on the whistle. Jeff's going to retreat, kick his leg back. The only difference is that Ryan has not penetrated to his knee. He's already shot forward, his leg forward. Okay, he wants to lower his hips a little more. He's already shot forward, his butt's down. But the only thing that's different now, he's going to hit his knee, immediately make his trail leg, and he wants to drive Jeff at an angle. Go. Good, okay. On the go, Jeff's going to retreat his leg too. Do it again. Ready, go. Good, good. Okay, stop the clock, stop the camera.
All right.
Okay, our next setup is what we call underhook and a post. But this is not a deep underhook. When we're doing high crotches and stuff, we kind of want a deep underhook. But when we're going to try and do an inside step, this is when he pulls away. I got more like what I call a shallow underhook. Jake will still kind of overhook and pull my elbow down, but I kind of have a shallow underhook. So I'm pulling with my underhook hand and posting with my other hand. So I'm getting the same rotation on Jake's shoulders. Go ahead, Jake, in there on Keenan. You get the same rotation. He's pulling and pushing there. So now, when he shoots, Keenan's going to retreat his leg. Go ahead and hit the same move. Boom, right there. Inside step. Do it again. Excellent. Do it again. Okay, Keenan, do it. Fish hook or underhook and a post. There's underhook and a post. Go. Ready? Underhook and a post. Okay, stop a second. On your outline, this is Roman numeral 3, inside step to a high single series, capital B, underhook and a post setup. Okay, now, stop the camera. We have ready? Casey's doing it now. He's got underhook and a post. He's extending Keenan, turning in. He's going to go ahead inside step to a high single. Go. Keenan's got to kick back, get the rotation, drive sideways, Casey, as you go in. There you go, like that. Because you'll go right into that trip if you can. Do it again, Casey. Underhook and a post. Right there, inside step. Good, again. Head up. Butt down, head up. Okay, go. Okay, good. Stop the camera. Come on. Ready? Turn the camera on. Go. Get away. Nice. Get away. Get that knee underneath. Underhook and a post. Go ahead. Jeff, do one more. Jeff, each guy do 2. Ready? Go. Okay. Ryan, rotate. When you're underhook and a post, rotate his shoulders. Right there. Hit it. Good. Right there. Step after him. Step after him. Retreat from him, Jeff. There you go. Good. Okay, that's underhook and a post. Okay, stop. Come on. Okay, this is what we call our 2-on-1 setup, our 2-on-1 pass. We did the same thing with the high crotch, but a lot of times it would come out high single. But here, what we want to do, we got to kind of step back. So I kind of got to hesitate. I kind of almost got to back step, see? Because if he's pushing on me, I'm not going to be able to pull this off, and I'll kind of put my shoulders back here, pulling it by. Now I'm going to be able to step. My target now, instead of my target before was here in the armpit, my target is now right behind the armpit, right here. Boom, put my head right in there. Watch Jake. Okay, he has to kind of pull back a little bit to free it. Boom, and he steps. Boom, his target, yes. Okay, his target is right here behind Keenan's armpit. He's going to push that bottom. 2-on-1 pass. Boom, right into the high single. One more time. Okay, Keenan, go. One pass, go high single. Right there, boom, right there. There, push that elbow by. Push that elbow by, boom, right in there. Good. Get that knee underneath his knee. Good. Okay, stop. 2-on-1 pass. Okay.
On.
Okay, our next setup is what we call a hesitation. It's a hesitation setup. What we're really trying to do is freeze our opponent. We want to freeze our opponent. So we're tied up here. We probably still have our fish hook in our pose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hesitate. Just a little bit of shrug here. Bob my hair, just to get him to freeze that foot. Now I'm going to step after my inside step. So you watch Jeff. What he's going to do is he's going to hesitate, freeze him, and then he's going to inside step. Boom. Right there. Retreat the leg on the second one he goes, Ryan. Okay, freeze him, and then go. Boom. Good. Do it again. You're going to freeze him, and go. Jeff's doing one thing. He's got a thumb in there, which is okay, but you can also cup here with a fish hook like this. So he's got his thumb in there. That's good for defense. This cup here also helps pull too, so it's a little different style. Okay, Ryan. Take it, fish hook in a pose, hesitate him, and then go. Boom. One thing we don't want to do, we don't want to come back out. When I hesitate, I don't come all the way back out because I lose it. Then he's back set again. So when I hesitate on Jeff, boom, I'm going to go right from here. Boom, right there. I'm going to go. If I come back out, I've lost my advantage. Okay, Jeff, one more time. Hesitation, boom, and go. Okay, except step again. I want you to step again. Don't make the hesitation so much. Go, boom. You don't want to make the hesitation so great. You don't want to make the hesitation so great that you can't step again. If you step this far, you won't be able to step again. So just make it a little bit, just a little so you can step again. Just freeze him. You don't really even have to move your foot. You just freeze him. Okay. Stop the camera.
That's all.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, you're great. That's good. This is what we call the head snap setup. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a fish hook, but we're going to get on his head to get a reaction. We can either paw his head straight down like this, put my forearm like right across the top of his head, paw straight down, or I can tap the head here, but I'm just going to tap his head just enough to freeze him again and get a reaction. Okay, when his head comes up a little bit, then I'm going to step for my inside step. So watch Jake here. He's going to head tap, freeze him, and go inside step right there. All the way around. Making it around. Do it again. Hesitation, or I'm sorry, head snap. On your outline, right now we're at Roman numeral E, capital letter F, or capital letter E, head snap. Okay, one more. Casey, do it. Casey's got a fish hook in a pose. He's going to head snap, boom, and then inside step. Right there, get around. Go, snap the head, boom. Remember, we do not want to get caught underneath the guy. We want to lower our hip level, keep our head up, so that when we go, if we miss, we come right back up. We don't want to get caught underneath. Now, we can tie those two together. Okay, so what Jake can do, Jake can hesitate the leg here, then snap the head, then go. Boom. Okay, so he can do it again. He can hesitate the leg, snap the head, go. Two setups together. Or he can snap the head, hesitate the leg, and go. Or say, yep. Yep. How do we do it? You can go both ways. Did I do it both ways? Okay. You can go both ways, but either way, you're getting him to freeze, getting him to bob his head up, you're getting a reaction out of him, and then when he's frozen there for a second, then you can hit the takedown. Okay, stop the camera. That's what we call Iranian overtie. So if I was on Keenan, then I'm going to reach over the top. Say he's got an inside controller, I'm going to reach over the top and try to grab his tricep with my hand. As far through as I can, I'm going to pull this way. Pull here with the Iranian overtie. So watch Keenan on Jeff. Keenan's got an Iranian overtie, and he's got a post on the other side. He's going to pull on the Iranian overtie, go to his inside step. Boom. Right there. You can do the high crotch from here too, but he's got an Iranian overtie, pull inside step. Good. Again. Okay, Jeff, step with that lead foot. I want you to step with that lead foot. Jeff, go. Iranian overtie, pull. Inside step, do it again. Iranian overtie, pull. Good. One more. Iranian overtie, pull. Okay, good. Okay, stop the camera. Okay, finish this from the high single. So we inside step to a high single. We're in this position here. First one is just to dig out the heel. But the first thing is to make sure all the weight is on his far foot. We want to put our shoulder down. We don't want to make him us carry the weight. We want him to carry the weight. So we're driving our shoulder down on his foot. Really helps when you do the running the pipe. Okay, now from here, Keenan's just going to go down to the heel with his left hand, dig it out, pull it up, put his leg underneath. And now when he gets it here, he wants to trap it with his elbow so Jake can't turn and spin away and kick out. So if Jake tries to turn, he can't do it. Now, here once he gets it up, he's going to bring both hands under. Right here, he's going to walk his hips underneath and just trip Jake down. Okay? That's Roman numeral, or not, that's Roman numeral 3, capital letter G, dig the heel out, finish. One more time, Keenan. He's in that position. He works down. He wants to just straighten his arms. Really keep your arms straight, Keenan. Right there. He keeps his arms straight. Now, so he digs it out. Boom. Right there. Comes underneath. He traps it. When he can get both arms underneath, and he switches off, walks his hips underneath, tips him down. Okay, now, Jake showed me that when he was in college, whenever he released his grip, when he'd release his grip, the guy'd kick out on him, he'd lose him. So in college, he learned to do a finish where he doesn't release his grip. So he's got a similar finish, except we're going to call it the clean finish. This will be capital letter H under Roman numeral 3, the clean finish. So Jake's going to do a similar finish, but he's not going to release his hands. Go ahead and talk through it, Jake.
The same principle. You want to get all the weight on this leg. So I kind of bump him forward, even walking forward. When he starts hopping on that leg, all you're going to do is over here, you're just going to clean it straight up in your arms. So you kind of walk him forward, you step out so you can get the leg out. You know, you got to step over the leg. You just clean it straight up in your hip, or your armpit, I mean.
Okay, go ahead and finish in there too.
Okay.
Do it again.
So same thing. Get all this weight on here. I'll be walking forward. I'll step out. I'll clean it up. I'll grab behind the head. Tripping back.
So he's grabbing behind the head, back tripping him. Do it again one more time. Clean finish. Okay, Jake combines the clean finish with the heel down. What do I got it here? Stop the camera a second. Okay, the next finish, this will be a capital letter I. This is what Jake calls the heel down, toe up finish, or heel down, toe up trip, and it combines with the clean finish. So he's in the same position, high single position. Go ahead, Jake.
So when I get here, when I'm driving forward, first thing I'm going to do, start off, is I'm going to step right behind this foot with my heel down to my toe up, so when I try to hop back, they're going to catch the tip of my toe. So you do it quick. You're driving straight towards the back, so you're here, heel down, toe up, and you trip them.
Yeah, you want to limp arm out. You don't want to have him pull you down to the mat. You know, if Keenan tries to hang on to his whizzer, Jake is limp arming out. Because he doesn't want to go to the mat with Keenan. He wants to have Keenan go to the mat, then he's going to follow him down. He does on all these techniques. You don't want to go down to the mat with them. You want to have them go down and you come down on top of them. Okay. Now can you do it one more time?
So when you're driving this way, you heel down, toe up, you just bump them over your heel.
Okay.
Most important thing is make sure your heel's up or your toes up, because that's what they're going to catch their foot.
Okay. Heel down, toe up, finish. Now Jake also has, and it combines with a series what we call run the pipe. So he's going to run the pipe. It combines with the clean finish and the heel down, toe up. It's a series. Go ahead, Jake.
So you're going to start the heel down, toe up. He jumps over that. Right when he jumps over that, you're going to shoot your arms and try to run the pipe. So when you're on the pipe, I just shoot my arms between my legs, short choppy steps, and circle back. So you're here, try the heel down, he jumps over that, you run the pipe.
Again, don't go down with him, limp arm out, limp arm out. One thing that's helped me is people think it's kind of like hiking the ball through your legs, right there, putting that pressure with your shoulder on the top.
Oh yeah, your shoulder never leaves the top of the side. My shoulder's going to be here the whole time when I run the pipe. So,
okay, so now, if he misses this, he can go back to his clean finish. So, you watch, he goes for the heel down, toe up finish, he misses that, he comes for the run the pipe, and he can immediately go to the clean finish. Okay, all three of these go together. He can try the clean finish, he keeps his toe there, doesn't get it, then he can go right immediately to there, boom. See, he's got all these combined together. They all work together in a series. Heel down, toe up, run the pipe, and clean it out, depending on his reaction. Go through them 2 or 3 more times. Just
like
work
the whole
them
series?
Yeah, work them together. Just, yeah, without talking. Yeah. And there he did all 3 of them. He did all 3 of them. But he could start with the clean too, and then go back and then go to the other one. So he tries to clean him. He doesn't get him. There you go. Run the pipe. See, they're all combined together. So we have H, I, and G. Clean finish, heel down, toe up finish, and run the pipe finish. Now, okay, stop the tape a second. Okay, in addition, if you go after the guy's inside leg several times, he might be getting it out of there. You may not be able to get to it. You might try it once, you may not be able to get to it. We have what we call opposite leg single and opposite leg double. The step is exactly the same. I step the same way. Retreat your leg, Jake. I step the same way. I do not change my step. I just leave my hand right here. My hand stays right here. And I hit my knee, boom, my head is going across to my same target right there. My trail leg comes up, boom, I'm back up, I just come behind his leg here. Okay, this is what we call the opposite leg single.
Opposite leg single. It's just like the opposite play of football. We have to make him think we're still attacking this leg. He has to think he's going after Jake's left leg. So Jake goes, he steps, boom, takes the other one. Take a little better step at that left leg. Keenan, do it again. Yes, boom, right there. See, Jake retreats it. Now watch Jake. Jake's in a fish hook on post. He steps for Keenan's leg, Keenan retreats, boom, he's right there. If he steps back with one leg, generally he always leaves the other one there. So he steps, right there, boom, there. Opposite leg single. A couple more times, Jake. Okay, one more time. Keenan 2 times. Opposite leg single. Boom. Try to make the footwork the exact same as the inside step. Make him think you're going for his other leg. Make him think you're going for his left leg, take his right leg, or vice versa, depending on what leg you lead with. Okay, now, stop a second. Now we have opposite leg double. We can do the opposite leg double. Same motion, we're just going to stay on a double leg, and we're going to drive through him kind of like a running double. So watch Keenan first. He goes opposite leg, drives through double leg. Okay? He drives it, his face, if I'm right leg lead, I'm going to put my face here, then it's going to drag across to this side. You just drive across and right there, boom, right there. I'm just going to run down with my face. Okay, watch Jake. Okay. Watch Keenan again. One more each. Opposite leg double. Good. Jake, you hit it, you just get that opposite leg, and then you just run through him and drive your face, slides across, and just runs across his body. Okay, Jake's starting a little bit on this side. Start over where you were going, and then drag your face across one more time. So your face goes to this armpit first, and then you drag it across here as you're stepping, and that drives him over backwards. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay, that's opposite leg double. Okay, that's all the Roman numeral 3, the inside step to a high single series. The next series is this. We just finished the inside step single to a high single series. That's Roman numeral 3. We're going to now switch to Roman numeral 4, which is the sweep single series. It's beeping. Is there something going on? We just finished the inside step to a high single series. We're now going to do the sweep single series. Some people call it a swing single series. Okay, on the sweep single, there's a couple different things. It depends on if the guy's pushing into us or not. If he's pushing into us, all we do is take a back step and then change our level and sweep. We might have a little forward step in it, but it depends. If he's really pushing, you don't hardly need a forward step. If he's not pushing, sometimes what you can do is to get him to push, you can do a forward step and then back step, then sweep. Or you can do a back step, and you might still need to do a little forward step and sweep. So watch them. Let's get in here, all of them. Get it facing this way. They're going to go different ways. Let's face the camera here. Let's spread out so that you don't hit each other. Okay, we'll have them first just do the sweeping motion. Already down in their stance, already down low. Okay, they're not going to do anything. They've already got down, they've already penetrated. All they're going to do is sweep. Sweep. Back again. Ready? Sweep. Good. Back again. Ready? Sweep. Back again. Sweep. Okay. Then we have, okay, now we'll add just a back step and sweep. All we're going to have them do is back step and sweep. So they just back step, and when they back step, they lower their level and sweep. Boom. The back step and lower your level. Do it again. Back step and sweep. Back up. Ready? Back step and sweep. Good. One more time. Back step and sweep. When they come around, see, they're completely changing directions. They're completely changing directions. Now we can add just a little penetration step, back step, and sweep. Ready? Ready? A little forward step, back step, sweep. Ready? Forward step, back step, sweep. Okay, get around. Ready? Forward step, back step, sweep. Good. You got to get around. You got to get all the way around. Okay, stop on the sweep single. When we do the sweep single, what we want to do is we want to disappear on the guy. We want to disappear on the guy. So we're going to start off with our same setup we had on the first inside step. We're going to start off with a fish hook and a post. So get a fish hook and a post. See who's going, Jeff or Keenan? Keenan's going to get a fish hook and a post, Keenan. He's got a fish hook and a post. He wants to kind of drive into Jeff, get Jeff to drive back into him. He's going to back step and sweep. Boom. See how he changes his level? He drives right here behind him. Okay, do it again. So he's got a fish hook. He's going to pull hard on the fish hook. He wants to try to bounce Jeff's head off the mat. He wants Jeff's head to bounce down on the mat. He pushes into Jeff to get a reaction back.
then he back steps and sweeps. Boom. See, he bounces Jeff's head off the mat. Let's have Jeff do it. Jeff's got a fish hook and a post. This is great. Wait, Jeff is a right leg lead and Keenan is a left leg lead. The sweep is an excellent move against the guy who's the opposite leg lead as you because he has that leg forward that you want. So it makes it an excellent move. So Jeff is going to put pressure into Keenan. He's going to back step, sweep. Boom. See how he gets Keenan's space to drop? That's by pulling down on his fish hook as he goes. He actually pulls him. If you look here, give me that other lead leg there. Give me here. Yeah. He actually pulls him over the top of him right here. He pulls him over the top. As he's sweeping, he's pulling him over the top. Okay, watch Jeff again. Push. There. Get the boom. Right there. Pulls him over the top. Do it again, Keenan. Fish hook going to post to a sweep. Okay, good. Do it. Just face the other way, Keenan. There we go. No. So, right here. This. There you go. Go. Okay, good. Okay, stop the clock. Boom, right there. Okay, we also have, what we just did was the fish hook and post set up to the sweep series. That's capital Roman numeral 4, capital letter A. Now we're going to do Roman numeral 4, capital B, fish hook and V block setup. Which really, whenever we do a V block, what we're looking for is a rethread. So let's have Jake get a fish hook and a post on Casey, or a fish hook and a V block. We V block him at the elbow. We want to push him back. We push his elbow right to his side because generally what they'll do is they'll rethread. When he starts to rethread, Jake's going to pull that elbow and he's going to hit a sweep. Boom. See? Back again. Stop in the middle of the, come back around this way where you were. Okay, he V blocks. Casey will rethread. When Casey rethreads, Jake's going to pull this elbow over. As he does, he changes his level and he sweeps underneath him. Boom. Right there. Let's have Casey do it. Should be the same way. It should work out. Okay, Casey's got the V block. He forces it into Jake's side. And then he pulls the elbow and does it. Okay, watch me here. Look a second. When I do this to Casey, if I force this down into his side, he's not going to let it stay there. He's going to rethread. He's going to fight back up. That's going to allow me to pull it over and sweep and change my level and sweep. As I change my level and pull the elbow, I back step and drop my level ready to sweep. But if I force this into his side, he's not going to leave it there. He's going to rethread generally. Okay, so watch Jake. He forces it into his side. Casey rethreads, he pulls the elbow and sweeps. Boom. Excellent. Okay, do it, Casey. Casey has got the V block. He forces it into Jake's side. Jake rethreads, he pulls the elbow and sweeps. Okay, try to change your level as you rethread. We're doing it kind of broken up, so it's hard. Do it again, Casey. Okay, he's going to change his level as he pulls the elbow. Boom, right there. Boom, sweep around. Keep everything in tight. Good. Jake, one more time. Fish hook, V block, boom. Okay, also, off this, you could head tap, so you couldn't be in here. I could be here, I can have the V block. I wouldn't really do it when he gets the other leg forward. I might do something to get that leg back. I want to get this leg forward here. So, I force in here, I might tap the head before I go. So let's have Jake tap the head. He's in the V block and the fish hook. He's just going to tap the head, boom, and then sweep. Boom, right there, okay? So he's in a V block. In case he doesn't rethread, he just taps the head and sweeps. Boom. Okay, one more time. Face get so you're sideways to the camera. He's got the V block on. He comes to the head, tap the head, sweeps. Boom. Okay, that's capital B. Now we have C, fish hook and reverse wrist setup. This was one of Marcus Hubbock's best. We'll have Jake show first. Casey's got a post on Jake. Jake has a fish hook, but Casey's posted on Jake. What Jake's going to do is what we call reverse wrist. He goes thumb down. He grabs inside, way up by his wrist. Again, he's going to push it right down toward Casey's thigh. Now, Casey only can go one way. He can only roll out that way. When he does, Jake's going to just bring it behind his back and sweep. Boom, right there. Good. Do it again. So you force it down and then behind your back. Give it a little whip behind your back. Boom. Excellent. Do it again. He's got the fish hook. Casey posts on him. Anytime the guy posts on you, come up and take this wrist right here. Get up high on it. Force it right down to his thigh. He won't want to leave it there. He'll want to bring it out. Boom. Put it behind your back and sweep. Do it, Casey. Fish hook. He's posted on you. Take it down. Push to his thigh. Boom. You got to force it to his thigh and then do a little whip behind your back. There. Do it one more time, face with the side to the camera. Okay, face it. Force it down to his leg. Boom. Keep it tight and make that whip. Okay, stop the camera.
Okay, we just finished capital C fish hook and reverse wrist setup. Now we have fish hook and a head tap setup, or is the head tap setup to a sweep. So Keenan's got a fish hook on Ryan, and he's just going to go head tap, boom, and sweep. Boom. Get a reaction. Do it again. Tie it up. Let's get the head tap, boom, sweep. Right there. Do it. Turn around, face the other leg. Turn around, face the other leg. Opposite leg. Okay. Right there. Head tap, boom. Right there. Follow right down and sweep. Okay. Head tap and sweep. Ryan, do it. Fish hook. Head tap. Head tap and sweep. Good. Get around. Keep it tight. Keep a tight pivot. We're not shooting away from him. We're going straight in and pivoting. We're going straight in and pivoting. Right there. Pivoting hard. Get everything in straight and tight. Ryan can be a little tighter and in tight on his pivot. Okay. Stop. Next excellent place to do a sweep from is from a collar tie. We have a lot of success with doing this. Casey's had a lot of success doing it. Jake Holliger has a lot of success doing it. But on this one, we want our head to the opposite side of where we're going to shoot. If we're going to shoot for his right leg, we want our head on the left side. We also want to collar tie opposite side from our leg. Everybody wants to collar tie this way. Well, if you do this good high crotch man, you're going to be in real big trouble because you pull your elbow in high crotch. But if you tie up opposite side, it's kind of confusing for him, makes it real difficult. So we want to tie up opposite side. And we want to have our head in the temple on the opposite side. We're going to actually pass right underneath his face. We want our head to pass right underneath his face. Okay, come on in, Keenan. With Casey. So we got, this is collar tie, B block. Let's start with the B block, Casey. Casey's got a B block. I want Casey's head on the other side. See, Casey's on the temple on this side. He's B blocking. As Keenan rethreads, he's going to sweep right underneath Keenan. There, boom. He did a sweep duck there. That's excellent. That's a sweep duck. If the head pops out, it's called a sweep duck, which is good. It just happened naturally. But I want to try to keep the head on the inside this time when you go. Okay, go ahead. Sweep. Boom, right there. There's his regular sweep. So he's got a B block. He's got a collar tie on the opposite side. So Casey's a left leg lead. So he's collar tying with his right hand. His head is in Keenan's temple. He's not ear to ear. His head's going to pass right underneath Keenan's face. When Keenan rethreads, he's got a B block. When Keenan rethreads, he's going to pull the elbow and sweep. Boom, right there and come all around now. Good. Do it again, Case. Casey did this several times this year. Okay, he's on the head. He V blocks. When Keenan rethreads, he pulls the elbow, sweeps. Change the level. As he's rethreading and you're pulling the elbow, you change your level like this. If I'm on Keenan, here, it could be that leg. I'm changing my level. As I'm rethreading and pulling, I'm changing my level. My head passes right underneath his face here, and I stay tight. One more time, Case. Good. There, again, he ended up in the duck. It's okay. If Keenan sprawls like that and the duck comes out, that's okay. Keenan, you do it? Okay, let's have you go the other way. Let's have you go the other side. This way. This side. Okay, V block. As he rethreads, boom, right there. Do it again. Get that angle. Get the pressure on. Your head passes underneath his face. Boom. Do not, when I say head to temple, I do not mean ear to ear. I do not mean here. I mean here. But it's this way, okay? Okay, stop the camera. We're now on Roman numeral 4, sweep single series, capital letter F, collar tie and reverse wrist, We're on, yes, F, collar tie and reverse wrist setup. So it's the same collar tie. Casey has the same collar tie. Face the other way, Casey. Face the other way. Casey has the same collar tie, but Keenan has a post on Casey. Casey's going to come up, reverse wrist, push it down to Keenan's thigh. When Keenan rolls it out, Casey's going to whip behind his back, sweep, pull up the head. Again, we want to pull him down, just like we did on the fish hook with the collar tie. Casey wants to bounce Keenan's head off the mat. He wants to hang. He's hanging on Keenan's head. Okay, reverse wrist. As Keenan pulls his elbow out, he whips it behind his back, hangs on Keenan's head. See how he brings Keenan down? He hangs on his head. Do it, Keenan. Okay, we got a collar tie. We got a reverse wrist. We push it down to his thigh. We put it around behind our back. Boom. See how Keenan's head passed right underneath Casey's face. Do it again, Keenan. He's got a collar tie. Head in the temple. He gets Casey's posted on him. He reverse wrists it, pushes it down, whips it around behind his back. When Casey tries to roll it out, comes around tight. Okay, that was collar tie, reverse wrist setup to the sweep single. That's capital letter F under Roman numeral 4. Okay, stop the camera. These are all going to involve that Iranian overtime where we reach through and grab his tricep. All of the
things you do with your left hand and your right hand are pretty much interchangeable. You can do fish hook with your right hand, V-block, or fish hook with your left hand, V-block with your right hand, collar tie, V-block. They're all interchangeable. They're interchangeable parts. Okay, so right now, we're going to do Iranian over tie and a post. Let's see. This is letter G, Iranian over tie and post setup. Just have the post, Keenan, and go. Okay, good. Do it the other way so I can see what the Iranian over tie looks like a little bit. There, he's pulling on the Iranian over tie. He's got a post. He's just going to disappear and sweep. Okay, do it, Jake. Iranian over tie and post, sweep. Okay, good. Now Keenan's going to go. This is a capital letter H, Iranian over tie with a V block and a reed thread. Iranian over tie, he V blocks, reed thread. Okay, do that the other way, Keenan, so they can see the V block. He's got Iranian over tie, V block, he reed thread, pull the elbow, sweep. Excellent. Do it again. Jake, do it this time. Iranian over tie, V block, reed threads, pull the elbow, pull on the Iranian over tie. Pull on the Iranian over tie, guys, and then you do it. Do it one more time. Yep. Pull on the Iranian over tie. You got to pull on that, and you get him pushing. If you can get him pushing, it's better. Okay. This is Roman numeral or capital letter I. Excuse me. Iranian over tie and reverse wrist setup. So Jake or Keenan, who's going here? Keenan. He's got Iranian over tie with his right hand. He's just reaching over, grabbing tricep. Reverse wrist when Jake pulls out and sweeps. Iranian over tie. Reverse wrist when Jake pulls out, sweep. Okay, then Jake, do this one. Okay, this is Iranian over tie. This is J. This is J. Iranian over tie. The opponent's got to post. Jake's going to back step a little with his left foot. He's going to chop the wrist and sweep. Boom. Right there. Do it again. Iranian over tie. Opponent has a post. Back step, chop the wrist and sweep. One more with the side face, with the chop side facing the camera. Okay, stop the camera. This next setup, everything's going to be the same with my sweep side. If I'm right leg lead, my right hand are all the different things I've just done. This is just a new thing to do with my hand that's not to my lead leg side. Okay? This is an elbow pull, just like we do our elbow pull on our high crotch. Turn around this way, Keenan, so they can see the elbow pull. Keenan's just pulling the elbow, just like he was going to do a high crotch. He's pinching with his hand here. He's got elbow control, so he can do the reverse wrist, push it down and sweep. Do it again, facing the other way. So he's just going to pull on the elbow as he sweeps. He's got to pull Jake down with the elbow. Okay? Now you can do the same thing. That was K, L, elbow pull. Jake do that, and V block. Jake's got an elbow pull. Here he's going to V block. When Keenan reed threads, he's going to sweep. Boom. Go the other way, Jake. He's just got an elbow pull, V block, sweep. So you can do these V blocks and reverse wrist no matter what you got control with this end. Just so you have something to control to pull down on that side. Something to control and pull down on that side. Okay. You can also do the same thing, and this is what we started to do earlier. You can do these things from an underhook, okay, with a reverse wrist and a V block. So let's just have him do that. This is capital M. He can have an underhook. He can V block right there and do it, boom. Or he can underhook. This is M. And do a reverse wrist. If Jake's post on him, you can do it, boom, right out there. You can go out of the underhook. You can go out of the underhook. It's not as good. The underhook's not as good to pull down on as the fish hook, the collar tie, the Iranian pull, or the elbow pull. Those are all better for getting pulled to get the guy to come over the top of you. You're trying to get the guy to come over the top of you. Okay. Let's stop the camera going.
Yeah, I am now.
Okay, a lot of times we don't get all the way around. We don't get all the way around and finish. We got to finish. The thing is to finish is to keep driving for the angle. Keep circling around. Never stop circling. The key is to keep circling. Okay, what we do is what we call locking the knee out. So I'm down here, I chop my sweep, and I didn't finish. Okay, I want that palm down. The hand that's around the leg is palm down. The other hand is palm on top, okay? From here, what I'm going to do is I want to maintain pressure. I want to get up on my toes. I want to lean my butt forward, okay? I want to lean my butt forward, and I'm going to circle. As I circle, I'm going to drive his knee over the top of my forearm. His knee goes over the top. I circle here. Now, once I get his knee over my forearm, I claim this knee, and drop it. Okay? So watch again. I'm in here, palm down, this palm's on top. Immediately, I would never stop like I'm at now. I shouldn't stop like I am now. I should immediately have my butt up. You got like a whizzer in on me. I should immediately have my butt up, and I'm starting to circle. As I circle, I want to keep the pressure on his thigh here.
Everything's on him. My butt is leading this way. Now, I want to think about driving his knee over my forearm. See, his knee goes over my forearm. I circle, circle, circle. Now I step over this leg, claim this knee, drive. Okay? That's the first thing. The second one, now I can do the same thing, but I have a little trick, because if Jake's tough, what Jake will do when I come up, he'll keep circling away, and he'll block and circle away. I can just shoot my elbow down. Okay? Can you see that, Ryan?
Not very
so
well.
I'm up here, kind of zoom in on it, okay?
All right.
So I'm here, I just take a little, I make a little shove, I drop my elbow. See, I put my elbow inside of his calf or his shin. That way he cannot circle his leg, see? By dropping my shin. Then I just do the same thing. Drive, drive, circle, claim one knee, claim the other.
Show one more time.
Okay, again, just zoom in real tight.
All right.
I'm here. All I'm doing, I'll have my weight up. I'll have my weight up on his thigh here, and I can't get around. He's circling with me. I'm just going to shoot my elbow down. Now, he can't circle anymore. Now I just keep driving. Drive his knee over my forearm, claim the knee, claim the other knee. Okay? Stop the tape.
Go.
Okay, now face the other way. Sideward. And Jake's sort of sideways here, wizard maybe right here. What Jake Keenan could do is what we call a knee slide.
He can't get the
He's going to knee slide his left knee in. This is what we call a cut
There
back double. And he's going to take his left elbow, cut down on Jake's knee, and cut him across. Boom. Call it cut back double. Okay, this on your sweep single, this is Roman numeral 4, capital letter P, cut back double finish. Okay, knee slides in, boom, head comes across, cuts it back. Boom. Let's have Jake do it. Jake said he can't finish. He's not able to circle, come so you can see across the front of the camera. Jake, this way, circle toward me this way. He can't finish, so what he's going to do is the knee slide, cut back. Boom. That's called a cut back double finish. Okay, stop the clock a second. Again, this is what we call, I call this the old style Iranian, because we have another move we call an Iranian finish when our head is outside. Jake's circling, he can't get around. He can't cut back double. What he's going to do, he's trying to get around Keenan, he can't get around. Keenan's far enough away that he can't cut back double. What he's going to do is he's going to take his left knee. He's going to drive his left knee as far in here as he can. He's going to drive his left knee and he's going to try to take his head, stick it under Keenan's crotch. He's going to do a knee slide. Boom. Immediately lift him up. Now, he's going to pop him off with the left hand, pull down with the right. He doesn't go down to the mat with him. Takes him over. Now he pops. Okay, back again. He could probably Turk from there. Good chance to Turk from there. Okay, he's in here. He's circling. He can't get him. He's going to knee slide, circle hard. Boom. Up. Pop him off. Here. Cover. You Turk or whatever. Keenan, do it. Okay. Keenan's circling hard. Circling hard. Jake, you can't do it. See? Boom. Knee slide to the right knee. Pop him off. Don't switch hands. Boom. Cover him. Okay, do it again. Okay, it worked better if he's really running from you. If you're circling hard, Keenan's up. Get on top. Get on it, Keenan. Keenan's circling hard. And Jake, you can't get Jake. Now all of a sudden he's getting, whoops. Start back up again. He's circling hard. He can't change his direction. Boom. See, right now he's underneath. Pop him off. Good. Okay, stop the tape. We can also sweep barrel roll or sweep dump. Sweep him to his back on your sheet. This is Roman numeral 4, capital R. Sweep dump or sweep barrel roll. It's kind of, or it also would be called an outside fireman's. So Jeff's going to do the same sweep that we've been doing from a fish hook and a post, but he's going to take Keenan all the way to his back. So he sweeps, boom, right there. He's taking all the way back, gets 5. We get this a lot. You just sweep him. We're just going to maintain control of the arm. We're going to hang on to the arm, to the fish hook. You're going to push into Keenan. You push into him, and he sweeps, boom, hangs on to it, puts him on down to his back, pulls hard on it, rolls him over. Keenan, do it. Sweep dump or sweep barrel roll. Right there, boom. Back one time. Okay, do it again.
Nice one, Jeff.
Pressure. Okay, back. Okay, stop the camera. Okay, this is what we call, this is your last one on the sweep. Oh no, hold it. We got sweep duck. When Casey was doing this earlier, let's have Keenan do it first. This is when Keenan just sweeps, and Jeff kind of sprawls when he sweeps Keenan, and he just ducks out to the side. Casey did it several times earlier, just naturally. Let's have, try and get Keenan. Keenan sweeps. This is number S, sweep duck. Okay, Jeff do it. Okay, Jeff sweeps. Keenan kind of sprawls, and he's just going to duck his head out to the side. Boom. That's what Casey did it off the collar tie.
several times just naturally. That's a sweep duck. Now we also have the opposite leg sweep. Keenan's going to change legs. He's going to sweep with the other leg. So he set up to sweep left leg. He's going to circle so that Jeff circles with them, and he's going to end up changing to his right leg lead, and he's going to sweep off that. Ryan's dad, Ryan Anthony's dad, told me that this was one of his main moves when he was in high school, was changing his lead leg and sweeping to his opposite leg, or sweeping with his opposite leg. Boom. See? So Keenan, even though he's normally a left leg lead, he's going to circle. He's going to circle, bring that leg around, and bring that other leg in position. Actually, what you can do is you can just circle. You're here, your left leg's here, your left leg's forward. You can actually just circle so that your right leg becomes forward. You can circle and then sweep right out of it. So let's have Keenan do it again. He can circle toward his right. As he circles towards his right, now his right leg's forward. Boom, sweep off. Okay, so you just changing up your lead leg so that he's not ready for that. Change his tie up. Keenan, do it again. Keenan changes his tie up from a fish hook and post to one side to a fish hook and a post on the other side. Boom, and sweep. Okay. That's just changing and sweep. But that way, to do that, you got to be able to sweep both sides. And that takes a little more skill. I wouldn't learn that right away. I develop a really good sweep to one side, good inside step and high crotch to the other side, and then come back maybe once you've got that all down, then work on being able to sweep both ways. Okay, let's stop the tape again. This next series is called the knee pull series. Some people used to call it a high crotch change off to a single. Kendall Holm was just awesome at this. I didn't even know what he was doing in high school when he did it, and finally found out later what it was, and from seeing it, and it just really worked well for him. Okay, so on this one, it's an elbow pull setup. So let's say Jeff has a collar tie on Keenan here. Keenan's going to do an elbow pull here. Just pull the elbow. He's going to reach to the knee right here. As he pulls Jeff over, he's going to reach to the knee, to the tendons, and now he's going to do a sweep finish. Boom. Right there. Do it again. So it's an elbow pull and a knee pull. So he pulls the elbow, pulls the knee. Okay, back again. Okay, watch me here real slow though. I'm going to, here, Jeff. So I'm right here. I'm going to pull the elbow. Let's say if I have this leg forward. As I pull the elbow, I kind of step with this knee, or foot. I get the knee here. Okay, now I'm going to change my directions and sweep back the other way. So watch Keenan. Come in here. This is excellent for Keenan if he's wrestling a right leg lead and he's a left leg lead. So he's going to pull Jeff's elbow. He turns his shoulders. He gets Jeff's knee. He can step a little with his left foot. Now he's just going to reverse his direction and sweep. Boom. See you do it, Jeff. Okay, Jeff, let's turn so that the camera can see you. Let's go this way first. This way right here. Okay, so Jeff is going to change his level. He's going to pull the elbow. Okay, now he grabs the knee and sweeps. Boom. Right there. Knee pull single. Do it again. He can step as he pulls that elbow too a little bit. Boom. Pull the elbow, reach. Boom. See, the thing is now, Keenan will really kick back. When Keenan kicks back with that foot, it's just going to make it work better. Boom. Keenan kicks back, it's just going to pull Jeff around. It's called a knee pull single. Do it again. Okay. Actually, I have on here, this is both A and B. The knee pull single with the elbow pull setup. You could just do it, I guess, just a straight. A would be just a straight. He does it, say, with no tie-up at all. Jeff can just step, boom, and singles like that. Let's see you do it, Jeff. Jeff's just going to step, boom, and then sweep. Step, boom, sweep. Do it again, Jeff. Knee pull single. Okay, good. That would be A. Knee pull single. Then with the elbow pull setup, that's what we've been doing. Keenan, do it. Keenan, pull the elbow, boom, sweep it around. Okay? So if you're looking here, the step is right here. It's here. Step with my right foot, reach with my right hand. Pull with my right elbow, pull his elbow with my right hand. Here, and I reverse directions, sweep around. Okay? Watch Keenan one more time on it. Good. Okay, now, here's another move that we do off it called opposite leg knee pull. And Caleb Skiles was able to do this on Rinky. I said because he had an opposite leg tie up with his hand. So he would tie up, I think, with his left leg. He would tie up with his right hand, and then lead with his left leg. Okay, like that. So that it was easy for Caleb to do an opposite leg knee pull single. Okay, he might have been the opposite, but what Keenan will do here is he'll step just like he was going to do before, but he'll just leave his hand back and stack right there and pull that other knee and sweep, boom, and buckle that knee. Okay, do it again. Opposite leg knee pull single. Do it, Jeff. Okay, he's going to do the exact same motion. He's just going to snag the opposite leg. Boom.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is capital C under knee pull series. Opposite leg knee pull. Do it again. Here you go, Jeff. Boom. This is when he's got that other leg forward. He's got a collar tie. I mean, you can do it another time, but he's got a collar tie with his left hand. He's got his right leg forward. Do it again. Okay. Do it, Keenan. Opposite leg knee pull. Buckle that knee. Buckle that knee. He's got a right side tie up and a left leg lead. He's open to the opposite leg knee pull. Opposite leg knee pull. Okay, stop. Okay, hey, now we're going to do that. Our front headlock series. This is what we might call your short offense. This is the more defensive stuff, but it can be used incorporated with your offense. But probably of all the things we teach, I would say that this is the most successful thing we've had, the quickest thing to be successful on. If you're looking for something that you can learn really quick and do really fast, the front headlock may be the first thing. So, first of all, Ryan's going to be down. We're just going to have him go down on our knees. Start off. Shoulder to shoulder. Let him go shoulder to shoulder. Ryan wants to be definitely down, shoulder to shoulder. What we want to do, Ryan's going to reach up and grab Keenan's chin with his right hand. He's not going to lock his hands. We do not lock our hand. We can, but for the most part we don't. We grab the chin. Now, Ryan does not want to have a high or low elbow. Turn around this way. Turn this way, Ryan. Turn, Keenan. Turn. Turn. No, just turn. Just keep the pivot. Turn. 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 If Ryan has a low elbow down here and reaches and grabs Keenan's armpit, which is what everybody does, which is cardinal sin with his right hand. Yeah, I hate that. In fact, Ryan's a guy that I get mad at for doing it quite a bit. Well, it's so easy to arm drag. Keenan can just force down and drag out. We do not want to have a low elbow. So Ryan just wants to be just deep enough, just at the chin. He does not want to get his arm deep. He stays right at the chin. Okay? Elbow high. So it's hard for Keenan to reach up and grab it. Try and grab it, Keenan. Makes it hard for him to grab it. He's going to pull it across the top of his head, though, right here. And he puts his shoulder down on his shoulders. Now rotate back the other way like you were. Keep circling, circle, circle, circle. Okay. He wants his shoulder down. Shoulder on shoulder. He wants to be deep. He wants to pull Keenan's chin and wants to get it apart. His head up. His elbow on top of Keenan's head. Now, he's going to get up on his toes. He would never have even been on his knees in a match, we hope, anyway. Okay, now, what he's going to do is what we call opening up the door. He's going to walk in a reverse circle, open up the door, pull Keenan's elbow clear up to his ear. He's pulling clear up to his ear. Now he's going to do what we call shuck and duck. He's going to shuck it by, shoot his shoulder as deep over as he can get it, so his shoulder comes over deep, and he's going to run his head under and cross step under. Shuck and duck, right there. Boom. Excellent. See how low Ryan's shoulder is right here. He is cranking on Keenan's head. Keenan's not enjoying this. Now, he's also driving off the side of his foot here. He is not just running in a circle. He's driving into Keenan, trying to cut the blood off on the carotid artery on the far side by driving through with his shoulder through Keenan's neck. Now he's going to just keep running in a cross-step fashion. You can step over with his leg and step over with it. Now, he's just going to reach and grab the far hip right here. He's going to trap. We call it hip trap. He's not going to let his head come out or release Keenan's neck until he steps over the knee. Okay? Right there. One thing Ryan was a little in danger there of getting called for the chin wrench because he's kind of pulling Keenan's chin up a little bit. You want to try to tuck their chin under. Let's have Jake come out and have Keenan do it on Jake here. Come on out. Okay, so Keenan's shoulder on shoulder. Keenan's a left leg lead, so you should be able to do a left side front headlock. It's important if you're a left leg lead, you can do a left side front headlock. He's going to pull Jake's elbow up. He's going to run it up to his ears. Now he's going to shuck and duck. Boom, right here. Shuck. He's going to shuck it by and duck underneath. Now, he doesn't want to release that elbow until he has to. Push it with it still, keep it in here to make sure he doesn't release it too soon. Now he steps under with it. He drops his left hip. His left hip's got to drop. He's right here pressuring in. He's just keep running in a circle. Reach up, trap the hip. Circle. Does not release the head. Does not release the head. Does not let his own head pop out until he's hip to hip. Let's have Jake do it once. Jake's in here, shoulder to shoulder. He's got the chin. He pulls the elbow up to the ear. Circle, runs it under. See? Don't let your head pop out until you've trapped it hip to hip. Okay, this is the front headlock series, Roman numeral 4. That was the hip trap, capital letter A. Now, let's go for the near cradle. Let's have Keenan go here. You got the front headlock on. In the same position. Open him up, shuck and duck underneath, running. Now, but he needs back points. What he's going to do, he's going to come down to the shin. You can see Keenan reaching down here to the shin. he's going to pull down on his right hand, trying to break Jake to his far shoulder. He wants to collapse Jake to his shoulder. He does not let his head pop out until he collapses Jake to that shoulder. Once his head pops out, then he can pop his head out, punch, boom, lock it up. Now from here, he wants to run the knee over the top and put the knee on the mat. That's how you get the pin. Okay, back again, let's have Jake do it. This is capital B, front headlock to a near cradle. So Jake's running, let's go the other side, Jake, let's have him see the other side. Okay, so Jake opens up the door, he's on the chin, he's got pressure on him, his shoulder on shoulder, he's going to shuck and duck, boom, see how he's shucking and ducking, he's underneath, gets his shin, see, his head is still buried, you cannot see his head, it's still hidden. Now when Keenan collapses to his shoulder, then the head pops out and makes a punch with his left hand, now he takes the knee over the top, puts it on the mat to get the pin. Okay, that's the front headlock to the near cradle. Now, we have front headlock to a cross cradle if the man backs out. Keenan's in the front headlock. This is capital C. Keenan's in the front headlock. Jake tries to back up to his feet. Keenan's running underneath there. Jake tries to get all the way to his feet. He's got to really try. Jake's doing what's better, really. But what guys will do is they'll try to stand up. And when they try to stand up, Keenan's going to reach across, take that far knee or ankle, cross cradle, run it over. Let's have Jake do it. I mean, it works when they're really trying to get back to their feet. Jake's in the front headlock. Keenan tries to get back up to his feet. He's walking up. Jake's just going to run across like there, boom, lock up the cross cradle. It's there a ton. Nick Skiles got like 7 or 8 pins in 7 and 8 matches right in a row off the same move. Snap down, front headlock, cross ankle, or cross knee. You don't usually get the ankle, a lot of times you get the knee. Cross cradle, pin. Okay. This is capital D, front headlock off the opponent's shot. When the opponent shoots, what we want to do, we want to have, if I'm going on Jake, if I'm right leg lead, I want to have my left hand on him, and I'm defending my right leg with my right hand. You see here? I'm defending. So my left hand is on. My thumb is down. This gives me excellent defense. Thumb is down. When Jake shoots, that leg will come up, and this shoulder will drop. And I'll have like a magnet, and this shoulder's going to go to his leg there. Come here, Keenan. Give him a right leg lead, Keenan. Okay, so Jake's got, go ahead, put the hand on Jake. Or, let's have Keenan go on this again. I was thinking Jake over there. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Jake, there you go. So Keenan's left leg lead, so he's his left hand out, his opposite leg. You do not reach with your lead leg hand. If he reaches with his lead leg hand, Jake can just post and attack. So we want to reach with our opposite hand. Now, and we put the thumb down. Now, if Jake shoots, Keenan's defending his lead leg with this hand here. When Jake shoots, he's going to go shoulder on shoulder, boom. Now he's going to open up the door, run the head under. You can either hip trap or cradle, whatever's there. Okay, back again. Jake, do it. Go opposite leg. Okay, right there. Boom, he shoots in. Boom. Okay, we want this hand on him because it's called kinesthetic awareness. I will react to Jake's shot much faster if this hand is on him than if I don't. If I'm just going off my vision, my reaction will be slower. If I have this hand, plus I have this thumb blocking, but my reaction is, if he shoots, I'm going to feel it before I'm going to see it. And so my reaction will be quicker. So we want that hand on him. One more time, Jake or Keenan, both do it. One more time. Run it under. Okay, Jake, do it. Okay, that was D, front headlock off the opponent's shot. Then now we have front headlock when we snap him down. Now I'll have them do it, but I'm going to show a couple things. When I snap him down, first of all, I don't want to be up here, because this is where I snap. If I put my hand up here, it's what they call telegraphing the move, the proverbial telegraphing the move. I want my hand on I'm pushing here, so I'm going to be pushing Jake back. So I push him, now I'm getting him to come back into me, now I'm going to chop. I want to make a chop, and I'm not going to do it with my hand. I don't chop with my hand, I chop with my forearm. So my forearm forces him down, okay? And at the same time, I'm pulling down hard with my fish hook. So it's really, I'm pulling down with both of them, like this. I'm pulling with my forearm and this hand here, so it's like this motion, here hard. At the same time, I'm going to kick my leg out and bring my shoulder down. At the same time, I'm snapping down with both hands, snapping hard with both hands, and my forearm, not my hand, my forearm, across, pushing on the shoulder, boom, here, like that. But then I'm going to bring my shoulder in. So Keenan, come in. Turn it so your snap side is, turn around so your snap side is, there you go. Okay. Snap in front of that. Boom. Right there. I want Keenan to get a little more forearm in there. Keenan, a little more forearm, a little less hand on the snap down. Boom, that's better. Run it. Here, Jake, do it. You gotta, we're gonna snap down. Boom. Boom. Run it. Remember, when we snap with this hand too. The fish hook snaps as well as the forearm. Snap down to a front headlock. Okay, that's snap down to a front headlock. Front headlock up a snap down, that was capital E, up the front headlock series, Roman numeral 4. Now we have hesitation, snap down, front headlock. So Keenan, come in. Keenan's just going to hesitate him, take a fake shot, and then he's going to snap down, boom, front headlock. Run it under. Right there. Jake, do it. Hesitation, snap down, front headlock. Okay, now let's say that Keenan is in the front headlock and Jake controls Keenan's elbow. So Keenan's trying to front headlock and Jake's giving him grief with the elbow. Come around this way, over here. Jake's controlling his elbow. One of the things Keenan can do is do what we call bounce the head. So Keenan can be pulling the elbow. He's pulling the elbow, trying to get it. He's going to run and bounce in a circle. Run in a circle, bounce and kick down. Boom. What he does is he makes Jake release, then he runs his head under, runs his front headlock. He might have to bounce him twice. You do it, Jake. So Jake's got the front headlock. Keenan's controlling his elbow. Jake can't get, when he's controlling your elbow, you can't get your head under. See, Jake can't get his head under here. So Jake's got to free his elbow. So he's going to run in a circle and bounce Keenan hard. Make Keenan put his hand down. When he does, he runs it under. This time bounce him twice, Jake. Say Keenan hangs on a little bit. Got to be careful. We had a guy knock a guy out doing this because the guy didn't put his hand down. Boom, right there, my joke. Bounce him again. Boom. Then he gets his head under. Right there. That can be used also on the backhand around. It's not what we're showing now, but how Keenan do it. Keenan could bounce a couple times and do what we call a backhand around. I'll show that later, but just because it works the same way here. He's running. He might bounce and boom, and he'd backhand around real quick. Boom, right there. Backhand around. Okay, just get him to put his hands down. Okay, that's the bounce and free the arm. Okay, stop the camera. Okay, this is now we're on Roman numeral 4. No, we did Roman numeral 4 in front of like Roman numeral 6, cement job series. This is again from the short offense. So let's say that Keenan's down, Jake's got a front headlock position and an underhook. Turn around so you can see the underhook on the other side. Okay, we have the underhook on this side. What Jake's going to do, Jake has his left knee up. Okay, what he's going to do, he's going to almost try to grab his own tricep. The idea when you do the cement job is to take his elbow across this way. So he's going to almost try to grab his own tricep, and he's going to have his left knee up. What he's going to do is he's going to switch his left knee from being up to being down and throw his hips and throw Keenan over with a cement job. Boom, right there. Okay, let me in here a second. Show you a little bit here. So when I'm doing it, it's almost like I want to try to grab my own tricep here. Because what I'm doing is I'm tucking his chin under this way and taking his elbow over this way. If you just try to take him over that way, it's hard. So I also want to pull him a little bit. I want to pull him away from his pose. So a lot of times he'll put this knee up. See? So I want to pull him away from that pose. So my left knee is up. You can see my left knee is up. Well, it's going to go down. My right knee is going to come up and I'm going to pull him over. Boom. Reaching for my tricep here. Now, when you get into this position, here. So I'm here. When I take him over, I'm going to sit underneath with this leg here and try to get the pin here by doing this. By sitting under with that leg. Okay? So watch Jake do it again. Right here. He's going to take him over. Keenan could even put his left knee up. Jake's going to pull him away from his pose. And circle. There you go. Boom. Take him down. See how his left knee comes underneath? Right there. Good. Okay, that's the cement job. I think I have Keenan do it one time. Cement job. Great cement job. Okay, now, Jake's excellent at this move. Get back in the cement job. This is B, wrist trap and spin. Okay, so Jake's trying to cement job Keenan. Keenan doesn't like it, so he pulls down. He pulls his arm down. Jake's just going to reach underneath and trap Keenan's wrist with his right hand. Go ahead, can you see that? He's got the wrist right there. Now, he's going to do kind of a limp arm and a butt drag and spin behind. So, right there. You can see he does not release Keenan's wrist back again until he's around. If he releases Keenan's wrist, Keenan will be able to block. He's got to hang on to the wrist. So he's in this position here. Keenan fights it down. He grabs the wrist. Jake's going to lift his left arm out, but he's not going to let go of Keenan's wrist. He's going to try and pull Keenan's head and wrist down into the mat as he spins behind. Boom. See how Keenan's head goes down? Jake still has the wrist. Now he can release the wrist. but he doesn't do it till the last second. Okay, now, you might bounce on this one too, just like we bounced on the front headlock. If Jake's having trouble getting his arm out of there, he's trying to do the wrist trap and spin, he's going to trap the wrist here. You might bounce a little bit, boom, then just do the wrist trap and spin. That works too. Bounce him there a little bit on that too. Okay, now, then that was A and B. Then we have C, the cement mixer, what we call the cement mixer. Let's say Jake's in there in the same position. Okay, let's go the other way. Let's face the other side to it, camera. Okay, there's several key things on this. This is a great move, but people get caught because they do it wrong. Okay, one, Jake's got to get his head down deep, almost like he tries to do on the front headlock. He's in the same position. He has wrist trap. He tried for the cement job. He brought their arm down, so Jake traps the wrist, just like he did on the wrist trap and spin. This is a little more risky than the wrist trap and spin. If you know your head, you got it, probably do the wrist trap and spin. But if you need big points, this is a good one. So he puts his head down, buries his head. Now he's going to pivot on this foot. He's going to do a high leg over, not a low leg under. Show him a low leg under. This is where people get caught. That's what he's going to trap and stop it. We don't do a low leg under. We do a high leg over. Okay? So we're in this position here. He gets the wrist. He pivots on his left foot. He's going to go and pivot the left knee under. Boom. Okay, right there. Back again. Back again. Stop the camera a second. We got the wrist track. Keenan, he's trying for the front hand, or trying to start off the cement job. Jake's trying for the cement job. Keenan fights it. He's going to pull it in. He's going to wrist trap. He's going to get his head down. Now, he's going to get up. He's going to pivot on this foot. And this knee's going to kind of like, this knee's going to like dip like this. His knee's going to dip as this foot comes way over. He's going to pull everything as tight as he can. Go ahead and pull it over tight and go. Boom. Right there. Okay, I'll show you where both Jake and Keenan have been most successful on this move, and some other bar guys too, but particularly these two guys. Jake, go ahead and get down. If the guy, or no, Jake's got it. Jake, get on Keenan. If Keenan starts to stand up, this is where Jake gets got it, because what he does, he ends up getting the momentum of his fall into it. So from right, he'll go right here. As Keenan starts to stand up, Jake will hit it right there. Good. And he'll get the momentum of his fall. So if the guy's standing up, if you got the guy here, come on up your feet, and you get it here. And if you get this tight, it's pretty difficult for him not to go because you get the momentum of your fall. But trap the wrist, snug everything up tight, put the head down, and go. Let's have Jake do one more for the feet. You ready to loose your Keenan go with him? Yeah, Keenan comes up to his feet. Jake will get him right here. Get the momentum of his fall into it. Okay, that is on the cement job series. That's C cement mixer. Now, Carney, this is the Carney high variation. They have like Keyswise is probably one of the best kids in the whole country at doing this. But one of the things they'll do is they'll just reach and grab the armpit. They'll grab, or the tricep, right here. Okay? They won't grab the wrist. They'll grab the arm here. And they'll put the head to the same exact thing. Okay? Same variation. Here's the positive to that. Come back. The positive is it's more difficult for Keenan to stop Jake and to catch Jake on his back. Go ahead and do it. It's really difficult for Keenan to stop him there. The negative is it's a little harder to go perpendicular. A lot of times you end up just rolling. You know what I'm talking about, Jay? You just roll up. You roll on through. It's like getting an Olympic roll in freestyle wrestling. You can't turn perpendicular to him because you're so tight. Okay, do it one more time. Carney finish. See in here, he's just going to, instead of trapping the wrist, he's going to reach up. You got that on a tape there, Keenan. Or Casey's grabbing the armpit there. He's going to roll under pivot. Right there. Okay. One more thing on the cement job, that's the high flyer or the standing cement job. Hop up here, Keenan. Jake did this his freshman or sophomore year, freshman year in state. I've never done it before. This is a defense to a high crotch. So let's say Keenan high crotch is Jake. Right here. Keenan high crotch is Jake. Jake's going to dig under, get his underhook to fight out the high crotch. They're high crotch and then they come up to their feet. Jake digs under with this underhook here. He's got the chin over here just like he has on the mat. He wants to work his knee to the outside. His laces are going to go inside the thigh here. He wants to try to sit. He's not going to sit on this butt cheek, not his left butt cheek, but his right. He wants to try to sit all the way over to his right butt cheek. He's going to elevate Keenan and throw him on over. Go. Boom. High fly. Okay. Do it one more time. Keenan shoots a high crotch or something. Boom. Jake digs in on him right here. Yeah. Okay. Now, you try not to take him straight over backwards. You try and take him at an angle. So let's say, to learn it, Jake, you get on his butt and get the head trap right here, get it here, and he can drill from here, elevate it from here, and
and drill it over. Okay? That's the high flyer. That's capital E on Roman numeral 6, the cement job series. Okay, the next series is what we call the noose series. This is when we're too deep. This is when we're too deep. Get in the noose series, Keenan. Okay. First thing about the noose series, you need to know what to do if the guy's got a noose on you. So if Keenan's got a noose, this is where his elbow's too deep. He's in here, he's shoulder on shoulder with his right arm. He's deep in here. What Jake wants to do is a cross arm drag. Jake's going to cross arm drag out. Yeah, let's have to go the other way. So Keenan's too deep, his elbow's too low. So Jake's going to reach up with his right arm, pull it down, cross feed it to his left hand, step up with his outside leg, boom. And he whips his head out to the front. This is Roman numeral 7, Roman numeral 8, the noose series. So Jake comes up with his right hand, cross, boom. Okay, so on the tape here, you feed it, feed from one, if he's got a front headlock on this side of my arm, feed from one hand to the other hand, reach up the back, whip my head out to the front. Okay, so if I'm here on my cross arm drag, the key is whipping my head to the front and looking out this way, and not just trying to pull him, but turning my face out this way. One more time, Jake, on the cross arm drag.
Yeah.
Right here, cross arm drag. No, you gotta go the other way. Okay. Now, okay, that's what to do if the guy's got a noose on you. But now, if we have the noose and the guy tries to cross arm drag us, let's say we're in the noose position, Keenan get in the noose position, and the guy tries to cross arm drag. We're going to do what we call the whip. Keenan's going to pull hard on the tricep. He's going to trap Jake's chest against his ear, and he's going to do a windmill with his arm and whip Jake to his back. As Jake tries to cross arm drag, Keenan's going to whip him to his back. Okay, watch me here on just a second. So, if Jake is trying to cross arm drag me here, I'm gonna pull hard here for the short cross arm drag. I'm pulling hard here on this elbow and tricep. Now, so his ear is trapped to my chest. Now I'm gonna windmill and whip. Boom. Okay? Do it, Jake, on Keenan. Keenan tries to cross arm drag. Right here. Go ahead. Keenan's gonna cross arm drag. Jake's gonna pull hard and whip. Boom. So you don't want to. Jake almost made a mistake here. Back up again. You don't want to catch him in a cow catcher. You want to let his head pop out. So you got to let him you got to sort of bait him and let him start to cross arm drag you. So Keenan's starting to cross arm. Don't start to whip yet. Let him start to cross arm drag you. Then then whip. Boom. Yeah. You let him drag. You just keep control of his arm. Keep his ear up to your chest, and then you windmill the arm. Okay. Now, next on the noose series, what we call flipping him to his back. Keenan's in the noose. He's got a low elbow. He's going to kind of drive Jake back on his haunches. Now he's going to extend his arm across, right here. Across. With his hand here, he's going to pull hard on the elbow and drive with his legs. Drive Jake over, then he goes to the whip. Okay, he flippers him to a whip. So he's back here. He drives. He's going to see how Keenan lowers his shoulder? His shoulder's really deep now. Way deeper than we'd ever want it on a front headlock. And he's going to reach across the far leg, but he drives Jake back on his haunches, boom, cross, and then whip. Okay, Jake, do it. This is flipper him to his back or flipper him to a whip. Jake's going to pull hard, flipper him, boom, hit him on his back. Okay, now, that's C, flipper to him to his back. But a lot of times they'll belly out. Okay, so if Keenan flippers Jake, and Jake bellies out, Keenan wants to spin to the same side he flippered, okay? Spin behind. So Keenan, back again. Keenan flippered with his left arm, but he's flippering Jake's Jake's left leg. He's going to spin this way to his right. He's going to spin to his right. So if you flipper with your left arm, spin to your right. If you flipper with your right arm, spin to your left. Do it, Jake. So Jake flippers him back, down, boom. See, he flipper with his right arm, spun to his left, around him. One more time. Flipper, the man bellies out, spin behind. Okay, it's all part of the noose series. Okay, that's D. Flipper, man bellies out, spin behind. E. Fake the flipper to set up the whip. So Keenan fakes the flipper right here. Jake feels like he can drag out. Jake starts to drag out. Keenan whips. Boom. Okay, do that, Jake. So Jake's in here. Face this way. Jake, you can face the camera here. Jake fakes the flipper. So keep the claw drag out right here. Then Jake whips him. Boom. Right there. Okay?
Stop the camera. Okay. Okay, we're still in a new series, Roman numeral 6, letter F, the claw. The claw. This is when the man backs out. Keenan's still really got to control here. Another thing on all the claw moves, you cannot let his head come out. You have to control the back of his neck with your chin. Say Jake starts cutting an angle on Keenan. Keenan has to control his neck with his chin. He has to keep it under his chin. Okay, let's say Jake backs up to his feet. Jake backs up to his feet. Keenan's going to extend under. He's going to reach and get the claw. Right through. Right here.
Ah!
Okay. On our team this year, Eric Trevino, probably half his takedowns were fireman's carry, the other half were probably off the claw. So we're in here again. We're in the claw position. Okay, we're in this noose position. Jake backs up to his feet, and he's really going to try to get up. Keenan's going to pull hard on the arm, keep the chin trapped, keep his neck trapped, reach through, grab the leg, and run through. Let's have Jake do it. It's another one of those moves Jake did for the first time in the state meet. Jake's good at doing moves for the first time ever in a state meet. But he's in a claw position. Let's go the other way, Jake. Spin around. Hey, Jake's in here. He's got control. He's going to reach through, claw, and run through. Boom. You just charge through, then you'll end up in a cross cradle. You run through. He's got to back out. You just come here with me for a second, Keenan. So I'm here. He comes up. I reach through. Boom. I'm here. Now I'm on my knee because I don't want to pull my weight on. But I would run through and drive and pull hard here and keep my chin, keep everything tight, and run through it. Okay? Now we can also do it from the feet on the snap down. So let's say Keenan snaps Jake down. Okay, Keenan did a cross snap. I want him to do a straight snap first, and then we'll do the cross snap. So there's two ways you can snap down. One, you can snap just like we were snapping earlier on the front headlock, just right there. Control it, reach, boom. Run through and get it. Okay? That's the same snap down we did. Look on me. It's the same snap here. I'm snapping here, boom, I'm here, except I end up deeper right here. So now I can claw, boom, right here, run through it. Okay? Do that again, Keenan. Boom. Run through. So you do it, Jake. Snap and claw. Okay. Now, there's also, go back again, we also have what Brian Snyder was excellent at from the University of Nebraska, is snap into a catch, or snap into the opposite arm. So just do that much, can you just show him the snap? He snaps, so he can snap with his right hand, but he's front headlocking or catching the head with the left hand. So he's in there, he's going to snap him down, boom, and catch it. So you snap it from one arm into the other, like a football. You're going to snap it right into your arm and catch it like a football. So he's right here, he snaps it, boom, catches it, back steps to drop his level, reach, grab the leg, and run through it. Right there. Claw. That's how you do it, Jake. Snap to a catch, claw from the feet. Snap to a catch, claw, run through. Okay? On your outline, that would be Roman numeral 8, capital G, claw from the feet. Which I said you can snap to a catch, or you can do a straight snap. It's when your shoulder's deep, you drop your level, you back step, drop your level, reach the leg, and then run through, tackle, keep the feet moving, lots of steps. Okay, that's it. Stop. Okay, we're now on Roman numeral 9 on our takedowns of the tape. We started with takedowns. We're on Roman numeral 9, which is our Russian series, or our Russian 2-on-1 series. We kind of have two different Russians that we do. One we've already showed as far as a setup for a high crotch and an inside step, which is the Russian pass, which is where we just pass the Russian right here. And we take the 2-on-1, we pull it off and pass it either from here or maybe from here and pull it off. That'd be our Russian pass. But what I'm going to work on in this Russian series is what I call a 2-on-1 Russian control or Russian tie-up. So I can do this when Casey's tied up on my neck here. And to do it, the key is you have to twist your shoulders. You have to turn his elbow. You see Casey's elbow? I got to turn his elbow this way. It's very hard for him to hang on if I turn his elbow. So I twist my shoulders, I come inside hand here, and I twist, and I turn. If you just try to pull it off without turning, you won't be able to do it. I won't be able to get them off. But if I turn my shoulder this way, it makes it difficult to turn it off. Okay. So I twist my shoulders, I pass this here. I'm going to come here with this hand and twist. Then I want to get tight up into his shoulder here, and I want to put my head right into his head here. Put my head right here, okay, on the temple. So if he gets head position on me, then this is not good. I want to bump him and get head position on him. Okay, I want to be uptight. I want to put pressure down on his shoulder, head to the temple. Okay? So, Russian. Here, I'm going to Russian pass this way. I'm just taking my arm by here, reaching here. As I turn, I look away. Twisting my shoulders, pull it tight, then bring my head inside right away. Head on the temple, okay? Pressure down on his shoulders now. Down on his shoulder. First option on your outline. This would be capital A. Russian to a bulldog. So I'm here, do my Russian, boom, control, head position. This is when it kind of stays in here, just kind of stands up straight with me. I crawl up the arm. So my outside hand, my right hand is going to move into the elbow. My right hand is going to move into the elbow. My left hand, once I get my right hand right in the crux of his elbow, I'm going to pull there. I'm not going to let go. I'm going to reach to the far lat. See his far lat here? Okay, I'm going to get the far lat, then I'm just going to step in front, and I'm going to hit the molar. Boom. Right here, Russian bulldog. Back again. Here, twist. Down here, twist. Control. Head to the temple. Work up the arm. Crawl up the arm. Pressure on the shoulder. Crawl up the arm. Pressure on the shoulder. Reach to the far lat. Hip in and pull it in a circle. Down. Fall around behind. 2 points. Okay? Let's have you do that once on Casey very quick. Russian. Crawl up the arm, hand in the elbow. Get to the far lat. Twist. Bulldog him down. Casey, do it once. Yeah. Russian. Right there. Good. Yeah, you might be able to throw him right down, go right to a half. Okay. That's the first option. Okay, back to it, Casey. Option number two. Option number two from the Russian series is B, which is Russian near single. Russian to a near single. So I do the same move. I Russian it off like easy. Get control head position. It's when his foot's kind of staying in here. He doesn't move his foot back at all. I'm just going to step behind. Right there. The instep behind his heel. Okay, and now I'm just going to drive my chest. I've always tried to work up into that elbow right there for pressure. I'm just going to drive my chest and his arm down to his thigh. Long arm here. Boom, step up in here to a high single. Okay, pressure here. We've already went over high single finishes. Okay, back with the inside step. So Russian. My Russian, get control here. Battling in here. The leg's just there. I'm just going to step behind. I'm just going to drive through it. I'm just going to drive down, lower my level, drive through, long arm, drive through right to here. Do all the finishes that Jake Froscheiser showed that we showed earlier in the tape. Okay, that's Russian to a near single. Okay, capital letter C, Russian ankle pick. Russian ankle pick. Okay, so I'm in here, get the same Russian. Okay, this leg's kind of back. So I kind of bump it even more. I bump it, I got pressure. Head position, bump, bring the foot back a little bit. It's back, I can't get the step, so bump, place this foot right to the side, parallel to his. You kind of zoom in on this case, Caleb, can you do that? See, my foot is just parallel to his. Okay, now back out there so you can see the whole thing. Right here, from right here, I'm just going to go down, pick, and forearm shiver. I do not go down to the mat with him. I do not go down to the mat. Now I'll cover him, but don't go down to the mat with him. Okay, Russian. Here, this position here. Now, I'm going to bump, boom. Or, I can also do this. I can also pull him in a circle. I can get the same effect by doing that. Or bump, but I'm going to come here, lower my level, ankle pick, forearm shiver. Right here. Do it a couple times, Keenan and Casey. One each. Russian, bump, boom. Casey. Do it, yeah, so it comes the opposite. Bump, pick, boom. Do it again in case you get a little more forearm shiver to knock him down. After you secure the ankle, boom, right there. Boom, yep. Boom, forearm on off. Okay, good. Okay. Capital D, Russian claw. Russian to a claw. We worked on the claw series out of the new series. We can also claw with Russian. Okay. So I'm here, I get the Russian, I'm tight. Now, it's super important when I Russian claw